school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. It's time for the Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Now, William Holtz and Mike Bissell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell, and it's your Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show, and we find ourselves in Camdenton, the jaws of death, Bob Shore Stadium.
Exciting. A little different from the first time I was at the Camdenton Stadium in 1978.
I wasn't going to date you.
It was a different stadium, as a matter of fact. Completely different.
And a lot of history from then to now. And tonight, Camdenton actually celebrating 65 years of Camdenton Lakers football. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk with both head coaches, and Mike and I will tell you how the Smith Cotton Tigers at 0-2 and the Camdenton Lakers with a 1-1 record got to those points in the early going of the 24 season. That and a whole lot more on our COMC pregame show.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Competing on the field requires hard work.
It also requires effort and making good choices, which carries over off the field.
Like good choices behind the wheel of your car, did you know that a driver is 20 times more likely to be in a serious accident if texting and driving?
Last year alone, 104 people were killed in Missouri from distracted driving. So keep leading the statistics, but don't become one.
Buckle up, phones down.
This Drive Safe, Boat Safe reminder brought to you by Price and Randall, Injury Attorneys.
Polylift Boat Lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
And we're back. It's your Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show on Lake TV for Friday Night Lights. And it's the Smith Cotton Tigers and the Camdenton Lakers. And, Mike, let's talk first about the visiting team, Smith Cotton. They come in at 0-2. Pretty tough schedule early on in the season, though.
Yeah, they played Warrensburg pretty tough. They were playing at Warrensburg, 42-26 with that score. Warrensburg is 2-0 in the season. Then they got drilled pretty good by Rockbridge. Rockbridge, I'm not sure about this, but I would assume are a Class 6 school in Columbia. 50-0. Rockbridge 1-1. They did lose a game. Smith Cotton comes in 7th in their district, 7 teams in the district, and they've been outscored to this point 26-92.
Yeah, and it's a program that's on the verge of building, working on a new tradition, and it's head coach Josh Gray in his 3rd year. And I was talking with him, and he said, you know, it's been a school that's struggled in football a little bit. He goes, and it's taking some time. He said, but I'm excited because the kids get fired up. They put in a lot of hard work, and even at 0-2, he said, this is a group that believes any Friday they can come in here and win. And so he said, yeah, they're fired up, and we get really excited in our household for football, and you'll hear a little bit about why here in a minute. But I mean, you look at Sedalia, Chris, and that's got college with State Fair Oh, I said Chris, didn't I?
That's all right. I've been called lots worse than that.
It would happen at least once this season, and glad to get it out of the way early. But so when you look at Sedalia, Mike, I mean, they've got State Fair Community College. They've got a couple of different schools. But, when you look at Smith Cotton, I know them for basketball, and Coach Gray's right. They haven't been a school that has been known for football, and he's really hoping to change that.
Doesn't that surprise you, though?
A little bit.
Have you been to their facility, that new school out on South 65?
Oh, yeah.
The basketball facility is amazing. The football, I used to work with Jeff Holt. That was his favorite place to go do the jamboree because the press box was air conditioned. Sorry, Jeff, if you're watching, but it was mid-August. It was a big deal. But I mean, they got an amazing facility. I've always been surprised that they've never really gotten it together consistently in football. It's a pretty good sized school, pretty good sized community. They draw from the outskirts as well. But it's just never really clicked for them consistently. They have had some good basketball teams. We saw them a lot at the Eldon tournament there for several years.
And I'll tell you what, for a team that's 0-2, they got some phenomenal athletes. And one that I was going to tell you about was their quarterback, who's actually not even playing tonight, Bo Gray. He's had a pretty good start to the year statistically. And he's actually, believe it or not, our Gland Collision Center Spotlight Player of the Game. And we did find out a little bit ago he's not going to be playing. But through 2 weeks, when you're, the quarterback for your team and you haven't won, you at least hope that you're doing your best. And he's put up some pretty good numbers, as you can see there on screen. The senior signal collar, 334 yards, 4 touchdowns, plus 1 on the ground with those 3 picks. So he's not going to be playing, and we'll tell you about who's filling in for him here in just a little bit.
Don't coaches' kids always make good quarterbacks?
You would think, yeah.
I mean, they grew up from when they were old enough to walk, probably learning things from at a coaching level at a very, very young age. That's a shame we don't get a chance to see him play here tonight, but hopefully they'll get a good replacement for him.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, we'll tell you all about that, but I was alluding to Coach Josh Gray, and in his household, football's a big deal, and they're pretty excited about this guy, and I'm going to let you in on just a little reason why. Now we've got Smith Cotton head coach Josh Gray. Coach, coming into Camdenton, man, this is one of the iconic places to play in the state of Missouri.
Yeah, they've got a rich history here and obviously great facilities and a good atmosphere.
I look over towards your kids. They look fired up. They look really excited about tonight's game, man.
Yeah, they are, and it's about, you put all the work in during the week, and today's Friday, as they say, is payday. So it's about to go out there and compete and show what we've worked on and take that next step for us each week and each day that we do it. That's kind of our approach, to make sure that we're just getting better every day. And now we got an opportunity to go show what we've gained over the last, not only this week, but prior weeks, and what we've learned, and come out ready to go.
All right, now I know every coach, when you come into a big game, you got a couple of factors, things we have to do well to give us a shot. What are those things for your team tonight?
Well, special teams, our special forces teams, we've got to make sure that we're disciplined in what we're doing and doing our job. I mean, that's the one play, the most important play. You only get one of them, and it's not a series of special teams that you go down the field and march. Either way, if it's defense, it's the same thing. So for us, it's about execution, making sure we're doing the little things right, and making sure we're executing what we need to do on our special forces and take advantage of those plays and win those downs. Those are big downs for us. Defensively, it's about alignment, assignment, and getting to the brown ball is the bottom line on defense. Being well-rounded and making sure that we're getting lined up right, our coverage, our blitzes, all those things. And the bottom line, we get 11 guys to the football in a hurry. And when they get there, they show up a little bit upset.
Sure. All right, now, Coach, I'm going to let you go, but I had to ask because I'm a family man. You see it, and I love what I do. But quarterback, that's your son, Bo. Talk about kind of what it's been like. I mean, that's got to be pretty special.
Yeah, it's been great. He's a great kid. I mean, obviously, but I'm a little partial to that. But I think the more important thing, taking that, we separate the field from home and understand those boundaries of coach and then son. But it's been great because there's not a lot of times that I know there's quite a few throughout the country, obviously, that get to coach their kid and be able to do that. But, what a special opportunity that is. And he's a great leader. He's not going to be in the game tonight, but he's going to be there helping out where he can and take care of that. But it's been great to have him on a part of the team and be a part of in such a leader role as well. And one of our captains. So it's special. It's special. And I got my oldest boy is coaching on the sideline too. So it's kind of a win-win as a dad would say. But we have he does a good job. Hunter does a great job of coaching and relates well with the kids. So it's great to have him on staff and help out. So yeah.
I can only imagine it's a competitive household in the Gray household. Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, how is a guy like that any more likable, right? I mean, you can relate when you love football the way both of us do. So, I can imagine when they get together for Thanksgiving, I bet that's pretty competitive.
Yeah, let's get to the turkey later on. Let's watch some football. How's that? Yeah.
Well, don't get me started talking about turkey. We're too far away from Thanksgiving. But for Sedalia, we talked about Sedalia Smith-Cotton, that they're not going to have their quarterback. And so a young man by the name of Dax Whisker, he's going to come in and be the starting quarterback as a junior. And so for the first time getting to start, what do you think's going through a young man's mind?
He's got to slow it down. He's got to try to slow it down. I don't know if the Camdenton coaching staff knows about this replacement or not. They've probably been watching film unless the injury occurred in their game last week against Rockbridge. But they're probably been preparing for his son being the quarterback. So, that's a little bit of a difference there. But the kid who's Mr. Whisker, who's coming in to quarterback tonight, he's got to try to slow things down. They have to try to get a short pass or something to get that out of the way, get that first completion in, get a good running game going to help him out. But it's tough making that first start on the road.
Yeah, they will have Kyron Staten, the starting running back, who's put up decent numbers as well. Staten, the long A, that was the line that you put on the sheet for me. That now makes more sense. But so they will have his services, and they're going to rely on him because if they're going to want to keep themselves in this game, they're going to need both of those guys to hit early and often. Now, we're going to take a commercial break here, Mike. When we return to our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show, we get to talk about the hometown team, and I'm telling you what, they got a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball, don't they?
They certainly do. We're excited to see it here tonight.
We'll be right back on our COMC pregame show right after this.
Hi, I'm Chad Nugent, owner of Thomas Construction, where we turn your vision into your dream home or your needs into reality for your business. We specialize in tailoring designs that are as unique and individual as our clients. From concept to creation, our licensed architect can handle it all with our in-house design service. We're not intimidated by challenges. Instead, we offer resourceful solutions. Experience the art of quality custom craftsmanship with Thomas Construction.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
As we return here on Lake TV to our Friday night game of the week, it's our COMC pregame show. I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell right here in Camdenton. And Mike, we told you about Smith-Cotton 0-2, a young team really trying to build a program, and they got a junior quarterback making his first start. But the home team, man, I'm telling you what, they lost last week, but what a start in week one on the road at Jeff City they got onto.
Yeah, Jeff City. Again, we talked about this last week. You wouldn't have any way of knowing that. But they used to be one of the biggest schools in the state. They and Fox in Arnold. But then when Cap City was organized, that took away a lot of their size that they had to work with. I mean, some of the things that they were able to do, they had one of the longest winning streaks in Missouri up until I think it was South Platte surpassed that. But they don't have the huge numbers that they had before. So that's a really good win, especially on the road for Camdenton. Camdenton, by the way, this is a district game. This is Class 5 and District 5. Camdenton comes in at 1-1. They did defeat Jeff City on the road at 53-28. That would have been at Adkins Stadium. By the way, their longtime coach, Mr. Adkins, 100 years old. Yikes. Did lose to Branson last week at Branson, so this is the home opener. Branson, by the way, 2-0. 35-14 was that score. The Camdenton Lakers are third in their district. They've outscored their opponent 67-63, and they're behind Helias and Capital City in that district in Class 5.
Yeah, and they're under the direction of second-year head coach Par Pitts, but he's no secret to the sideline and no secret to this school, Camdenton. And, man, in his first year as the head guy last year, what a solid season the Lakers had and made a nice deep run into the district playoffs. And for this year, we talked about that 1-1 start. Well, it's that offense we've become accustomed to seeing the last 6 years, which was not the tradition under the Bob Shore tradition. That was pound the rock, as you said, the I formation.
I formation, slot right, slot left, man in motion. And when they really wanted to get all crazy out there, they would go to a power I formation every now and then. Those teams were so good. I'd never really had a chance to talk to Coach Pitts before and was out checking pronunciations. And we did a little reminiscing. They had back-to-back state championships here at Camdenton in 86 and 87. He played on the 86 team, not the 87 team. And we had a little reminiscing about how that game ended against Marshall, ended in a 20-20 tie. Crazy, crazy game.
Yeah, so co-state champions.
Nobody was happy. Nobody. A lot of crying kids down in the locker room. Seriously.
I can only imagine. But we watched about 6 years ago when Camdenton under Jeff Shore made the switch out of that really no-huddle, fast-paced offense, almost like a West Coast-style offense. Out of the shotgun, you spread it out. Well, that's carried over now. 4 quarterbacks into it. You have Carson Durnan, the senior signal caller, the youngest of the 3 Durnans. We feel like we always have 1 or 2 really good Durnans on the field in Camdenton, and that's true again this year. And Carson Durnan, the senior, he's our spotlight player of the game, brought to you by Grand Collision Center. But before we go to that, we're going to direct our attention to the field here at Bob Shore Stadium for tonight's national anthem.
Remain standing until after the colors have departed. Tonight's color guard is provided by the Pregame High School Army JROTC Laker Battalion, motivating young people to become better citizens. Members of our color guard are Cadet Second Lieutenant Blake Marsh, Cadet Second Lieutenant Kai Kellenberger, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Grant Trandom, and the color guard is under the command of Cadet Major Ben Matusek.
Wonderful as they presented tonight's colors, and we had our national anthem. And I was telling you now right before that about our Grand Collision Center spotlight player of the game for the Lakers, and of course Carson Durnan, the senior signal caller for the Lakers. And just like a lot of the quarterbacks over the last handful of seasons here in Camdenton, he can throw, he can run, and boy, you see the numbers there, but he has so many weapons to choose from. If you're trying to stop this offense, you've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, such a tradition of great quarterbacks here. I mean, you go back a long way, and there's just one after another, and so they've done really great, and so proud to see that tradition has carried on here at Camdenton. Now, they've not been able to get to like the state championship games like they have in the past here recently, but it's always a quality program, and you know you're going to see the best that they have out on the field every night.
Yeah, and so there were some surprises, I think, last week when they go on the road to Branson and got down big early, pulled within a couple of scores, ended up losing by 3 scores in that one. And for them at 1-1, they're back here at home, and you know they have a dirty taste in their mouth after seeing their record even. This is a team, hey, they've went 5-0, 6-0, 7-0 over the last 6-7 seasons. They've had some deep runs, so they want to build on that. And here at home tonight, I was able to talk with head coach Par Pitts, and he kind of shares, as a lot of people say, where would you rather be than right here, right now? But he is so fired up after last week to be right back here at Camdenton, and we'll let you hear from head coach Par Pitts. We got Camdenton head coach Par Pitts. Coach, we've done this before, but in year 2, you guys coming in at 1-1. How's the vibe here at the Jaws of Death?
You know, we're excited about being in front of our home crowd and our student body, and on a beautiful night. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to bounce back from last week.
Now, I know a lot of people excited about what you guys are going to do offensively, and I looked at the numbers, man. You guys have really shared the football through the air.
We have. You know, we've been able to get a lot of guys touches, and they've been able to be dynamic with the ball in their hand. And that's kind of the key with this offense. You can't go to one guy all the time. Everybody's got to be able to do their job.
And for that to work, you got to have a really strong front. And I know for you guys, your offensive line is really a focal point. Touch on that.
You know, our hogs are important. The game's going to be one up front on both sides of the ball. Probably the most improved part of our game has been our offensive line this season. So it's good.
All right, so when you look at the Tigers who come in from Smith Cotton, is there anything that stands out about them on paper to you?
Dynamic passing game. They've had a tough early stretch here. Played a great team in Rockbridge last week, and so we know they can throw the ball deep. And if you overcommit to one side of the game, run or pass, they're going to make you pay. And so we know they're going to be fundamental. They're going to play hard and be ready to go.
Coach, I ask you every Friday when we get together, where would you rather be than right here, right now?
Nowhere in the world. This is the place to be, and you know it's going to be an awesome night.
Coach, good luck. Look forward to talking to you after the game.
Thanks.
That's Camdenton coach Par Pitts. So love getting a chance to talk with him, and he hasn't skipped a beat since taking over as head coach. Another successful year. They're looking at some serious success this year, and it starts tonight against Smith Cotton. They just took the field, and as we direct our attention to the field, the Lakers about to take the field here. And look at this, Chris. One of the things Mike, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that again. I get 2 times, and that's it. I hit the max. But
you're the boss here. It's okay.
How about the inflatable hog and the smoke and the way they go all out here in Camdenton?
Yeah, it's been building for a long, long time, and this is an event. Where else would you want to be on a Friday night? We've got an ability to keep up with other games. We're going to do that tonight as well, too. School of the Osage, who's got wins over Bolivar and Moberly. They're at Blair Oaks tonight. Boy, that's some tough scheduling because Blair Oaks got beat by 30 points. 30 points last Friday night by Lutheran North. That probably hasn't happened anytime recently. They're 3rd in their district. Check that. They are tied for 2nd in their district with Kirksville and Fort Zumwalt South. We'll also get Versailles 0-2. A great effort last week against Eldon, but fell 1 point short. They've lost to Knob and Eldon. They're 7th in their district. Our next broadcast for Versailles will be them hosting Warsaw on the 27th. And then Eldon 2-0. They're at Owensville tonight against the Dutchmen. They have won their games over Fulton and Versailles. Both those teams are 0-2. Owensville surprisingly 0-2, but a tough schedule. Central Park Hills and Borgia, both teams are 2-0 on the season. And we'll next see Osage next Friday night as they host Eldon.
As our starting Lakers get introduced here in Camdenton. And yeah, they call it the Jaws of Death, Bob Shore Stadium. And another thing, you notice the pig, the hog, right? Well, if you're wondering, Pappy's Hogs, longtime offensive line coach Pappy, well, they called the offensive line, the guys in the trenches, the Pappy's Hogs. So that's what you heard, Coach Pitts allude to in our pregame interview. The Hogs are the soul of this team, and that's been a long time tradition. And what's funny is you go from running to passing. Well, this doesn't work, this spread offense, if your quarterback doesn't have time. So the Hogs still important to Camdenton's success. And as we look at their starting offensive line, Gavin Bakover, Hunter Lane, Cole Lane, Seth Kessler, Tristan Gann, all the way left to right. They're going to be very important for tonight for the Lakers.
Yeah, Coach Pitts, early in the season, actually early in the week, he told me that one of the key players on this team is senior center Cole Lane, 6 foot, 205 pounds, very mobile. You like that center who can get out and move around and help out on the blocking lanes in that interior line. Yeah, this a good size on that line. You're looking at 195, 300, 205, 215, and 295. Those tackles, it take a while just to run around them, much less through them.
All right, so as we conclude tonight's Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show, we'll take this last break and be right back with our coin toss and kickoff.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
At Beck Wellness, we always say that if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Our goal is to make sure you're ready to enjoy all the lake has to offer, and more importantly, that you don't miss out on the moments that matter the most. From neuropathy, problems with your feet, hip, or back pain, and even a spinal tune-up. I'll make sure you're set to enjoy the moments that matter the most. I'm Dr. Mark Beck, inviting you to stop by for a consultation. But for now, back to this live high school game of the week on Lake TV.
And we welcome you back, and we'll now direct our attention to center field with Sean Kober for tonight's coin toss.
Workmanship, you're going to knock each other down, help each other back up, right? Safety, we don't leave with the crown and the helmet. Your opponent's not looking at you, we don't light him up. And respect, I want you to respect the opponents, respect your coaches, and respect the officials. That's all I got, coaches, thank you. Good job, Captain. Got to miss your coin. That's a head. That's a tail. What are you going to call? What do you say? If I drop it, we do it again. There's a head. What do you call? You want to defer the second half? They will defer.
Lakers win the toss and defer to the second half.
Kick to the front. Okay? Come over here by me. Right over here. Over by me. Hey, good luck, guys. Good, guys.
You can see the coach's son, number 5 for Smith Cotton, out on the field there. He seems to be moving around okay, but obviously not able to play here tonight, and that has to be a bit of a blow for Smith Cotton coming into this game.
Yeah, so we'll definitely keep an eye on number 9, Dax Whisker, the junior, who will be getting the start at quarterback as we get set for live high school football on Lake TV, presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts. I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell. We've got the call tonight on Lake TV, season number 12 of live high school football. And helping us tonight, switching our technical director, our DOP, Andrew Evans, been with us all 12 years for high school football. On instant replay tonight, Spencer Wall running our top camera angle. David Leatherberry on the field cam with the money shots all night long. Sean Kober running graphics in the truck. The great Sierra Smith in studio producer, engaging with you guys live on social media and online. Our project manager, social media coordinator Megan Albers, and videographer tonight on the sidelines providing some great shots for later. Robbie Brewer makes up our crew here in Camdenton. And now, Mike, without further ado, we're set for high school football.
Carson Durnan will kick off. I would think that they would want him just to stay back as a safety and not really try to get involved in running downfield and taking those open field shots. That quarterback is so very important.
Well, he's the place kicker for them, and then Quentin Knipp will do the punting. So a lot of times that quarterback, your best athlete across every phase of the game. So Durnan set to kick for the Lakers, and the crowd on their feet here in Camdenton.
Huge crowd, William. I mean, just big crowd here on this Friday night.
Yeah, if it sounds like the press box is shaking, that's because the press box is shaking as Durnan gets into one, fielded inside the 10. Pretty good return with some serious room, and take it up to the 35 on the play by Staten. And Staten gives the Tigers decent starting field position here for their first series.
Yeah, they just barely got a hold of a shoulder pad there, it looked like, to drag him down for a tackle. There was really good blocking in the center of the field, and that's usually where you see the long returns. It's not the sweeping from side to side, because that allows the defense or the kicking team to adjust very easily. Let's see how young Mr. Whisker does here.
And keep an eye defensively for the Lakers. Two guys I want you to watch for is Paul Muff, the junior, number 57, and then number 41, Sterling Cedarwall. And right in there on cue, Paul Muff, Johnny on the spot, makes the play. And I'm telling you, Mike, a year ago as the season progressed, we had those couple of Laker games. He had 3 quarterback sacks over 2 broadcasts as a sophomore. And I said, man, I look at the roster. He is 6'2", 215 pounds as a junior.
And some kids just have a nose for the ball. That was a zone read, and the quarterback thought he had, and it looked like initially he had a chance to get around the corner there, but it closed down.
Whisker rolls out left now, has to go across his body, tries to find some room, and then Cedarwall makes the stop, and we have a Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag on the field right around where the tackle took place. So we'll wait to see what they got on this one.
I think maybe that could have initially been illegal receiver downfield, but he didn't throw the ball. Face mask on Camdenton.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big one against the Lakers. What would have been 3rd down and a long 9 is, I guess it's just going to be a 5-yard face mask.
Grab and not hold on.
So I didn't know that was still a thing at the high school level, the 2 different varying levels of face mask. And so 5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down and 4 it is.
Yeah, we're so in tune with watching NFL, it's hard to separate the rules sometimes.
So here's Whisker now, rolls to his right, which is with his throwing hand, and delivers a strike to his target for a modest gain of about 3. That's going to be Whisker, I assume his brother, Caden Whisker, for about maybe 1 or 2 into the flat. Good closing speed by the Lakers secondary, brings up 3rd down and 1 from the 43-yard line.
Those rollouts, especially to the wide side of the field, it's so tough to it's so tough to complete those passes for any kind of a game, because you're just cutting the field in half defensively. And with the pursuit for Camdenton, they can cover that ground in a big hurry.
A little play action, give up the middle. That's going to go for 1st down yardage to Staten, and a Beck Wellness Center 1st down to the 46-yard line. And Smith Cotton slowly but surely move the sticks. And that's going to bring up 1st down now from the 46.
Pretty good trap block in there. They pulled the left guard and was able to kick out and double team the center. That's Case and Youthy.
So on 1st down and 10 on what is a cool evening as far as it could be. Loving this weather now. 1st down, motion man for Smith Cotton. Whisker takes the snap, now rolls to his right. Pressure being applied, good throw, and caught at the 45-yard line.
Harris.
It's a gain of 9, and really good throw and catch.
Again with a rollout, and they made it work that time. Second and short for the Cedar Smith Cotton. That was actually rolling into the short side of the field. Makes it even more difficult for the catch to be made. Good throw, though, on the run.
Right to the intended target, Connor Harris, the junior. So 2nd down and 1 now from the 45-yard line of Camdenton. Staten gets the carry, and he's met by Cedarwall first for a 1-yard loss. The leading tackler for Camdenton's defense. Impressive play.
He didn't make the tackle, but he made the play, and that was number 60, Andy Diaz-Rios. He got the penetration, made the running back sidestep there. What's number 60 here? Get back into the backfield, and he got pushed from behind. That's okay along the line of scrimmage, but he made the running back jump out of where the hole was supposed to be, and a good hold there for the Camdenton defense.
Sterling Cedarwall and Brady Mills clean it up afterwards, so 3rd down and 3 now. Pressure applied, stepping up, and 1st down yardage and sliding at about the 41-yard line, and Beck Wellness Center 1st down. Cedarwall close to a late hit on the quarterback. I think he avoided contact, and it's why there was a no call, but good run by Dax Whisker for a Beck Wellness Center 1st down.
Yeah, that's something you have to take into consideration on man-to-man defense on the coverage, because you're in a trail position. You're not watching the quarterback as you would be in a zone. And I think Whisker recognized that right off, saw a big void to the right side, and got the 1st down.
So twice now on 3rd down, Smith Cotton converts. Here's the handoff to Staten, and he is met at the line. Big number 56, Kason Ute with the stop. Another tackle for a loss about 3 yards into the backfield.
Yeah, those defensive linemen, Camdenton in their base 50 defense with a 3-down defensive lineman. And right now the defensive linemen, the 3 of them are winning. And that was a play thrown for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, nice penetration, as you said. It's 4 minutes and change into this one. Smith Cotton moving the ball, but now back behind the sticks. 2nd down and 12 as Dax Whisker out of the shotgun. 1st start for him this season. Gonna roll to his left.
He's got a man, but he's not going to have time.
Cedarwall pressures and then eluded and thrown out of play by Whisker. Good pressure applied by the Lakers defense. Cedarwall, first guy there, flushing him out of the pocket, and great coverage downfield.
Caden Whisker was actually open at about the 30, but when you're running for your life, especially a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, that's a tough play to make.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a 3rd down and 12. Ball's at the 43-yard line of the Lakers.
Willard DeMott, one of the safeties. We remember him from last year. Plays very well on both sides. They have kind of a platoon here. They have smaller, quicker defensive linemen in now for a pass rush.
DeMott, 2 picks in the opener. Now 3rd down and 12. Rolling to his left is Whisker. Now delivers, and incomplete. Bobbled and not brought in on the coverage out there. Big number 88, I believe. Johnny Seamau with the coverage. So after the incompletion, brings up 4th down and 12, but on the move, pretty strong throw from Whisker.
It was. He looks pretty good back there. Brady Mills with great pressure for Camdenton up the middle. And Whisker's just really not had a chance to get his feet set in the pocket and throw. Now they've run a lot of rollouts, but no time to throw the ball.
Willard DeMott back to return the punt. Mike, in the opener at Jeff City, they had 5 picks, 2 by Willard DeMott.
Pretty good punt that hangs up.
And takes a Laker bounce and fielded at the 29-yard line, and that's where we get our first look at Carson Durnan and Camdenton's offense after the Smith Cotton drive has a little bit going and stalls. Eats up about 5 minutes off the clock of the first quarter.
Camdenton getting their first opportunity here. They get the hold on defense, so that's always a plus. You know you'll get the ball to start the second half after kicking off. We'll get to see this high-powered offense here. They spread the field.
Michael Machino, the sophomore, starts in the backfield and goes in motion. Empty backfield now. Durnin, first throw into the flat, little tall for his intended target, looking for Ginnings. Cole Ginnings comes in on the season with 11 catches, just 62 yards, but what that shows me, he gets a lot of bubble screens, a lot of quick hitters, and that's what Camdenton looked to start with there.
Yeah, Jennings coming out of the slot there to get himself open. Just pretty good pressure up the middle.
Right back to him on the quick hitter, and Ginnings all the way up to the 36-yard line. Nice gain on second down to bring up a more manageable third down and short.
Yeah, it was good to see after an overthrow on that first one to get something simple for Durnin, you know, to get that first completion out of the way.
So third down and 2. DeMott in motion. Now they're going to give it back to him on the handoff, and he makes a nice cutback inside across the 40, and we have a Bruce and Kelly penalty flag flying. So although it looks like he was close to first down yardage, we'll wait for this. Looks like in the vicinity of holding potentially or legal block low. We'll wait for the official call.
Oh, chop block. So somebody was
on
the defense. Well, that's an unusual call, but it'll be a first down for Camdenton. When you have, and it's also a spot foul, so this is going to be a big one. It's like an 18-yard penalty. And
wow.
Just keep going.
Yeah, the Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag works in the favor of Camdenton, moves them into Smith Cotton territory. And Mike, they've got it first down and 10 at the Tigers' 43-yard line. That's a big one.
It is, and an unusual call to see it on the defense. That means that somebody was engaged up high, and then somebody came into the legs of a Camdenton player.
Durnin taking a shot here. Has his man open and overshoots Borbay. Oh, man, he was wide open, and a penalty flag flies once again.
Yeah, just running a fly, a little combination pattern up the sideline. Smith Cotton's content to rush 3 here and just try to contain Durnin and get 8 men in the coverage.
I stand corrected. I think it was the young ones over there playing through something in the air, and I thought it was a penalty marker. I apologize. Second down and 10 after the incompletion.
We'll see if Sedalia feels like they may need to blitz here sometime soon. They do.
Has his man, that's Hare, catches it inside the 40, makes the guy miss, and has a Beck Wellness Center first down at the 29-yard line. A big gainer on that play.
You know, I was watching Hare, and I don't know if he's actually the full-time punter, but he was punting. It was like he was hitting fungos with a fungo bat, man. I mean, he was hanging those things way up in the air, and we're ready for the next play already.
So hurry-up offense here. Carson Durnin takes the snap. Steps up now, in trouble, and he goes down from behind for the quarterback sack for Smith Cotton. That's number 45, Oliver Cunningham, the junior. That pocket was clean and closed quickly.
Yeah, Dalton Perry was blitzing off the right side, and he forced Durnin up into the pocket, and a good job there. We got a timeout on the field. It's a 6-minute timeout, I'm assuming.
We'll take a quick break and be right back on Lake TV's Game of the Week.
During this chapter of life, we are really taking the time to enjoy the little things.
So it was important to have our final wishes pre-planned so our family wouldn't be burdened later on.
Hedges Scott Millard made it simple, but thorough. They provided us with different options right here in the comfort of our home.
We are so glad that we planned ahead. Now a whole lot more of this, a little of this, all with the peace of mind we wanted.
At Hedges Scott Millard, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life. Take time to enjoy it.
Back here on Lake TV for our Game of the Week, and it's our first trip to Camdenton to watch the Camdenton Lakers play host to the Smith Cotton Tigers from Sedalia. Mike Bissell, William Holtz on the call for what is week 3 of the high school football season. Hoping to get some score updates. I'll be looking on my Twitter feed here, hoping to get a Blair Oaks and an Osage update as we're back with a second down and 11 for Camdenton. Empty backfield once again.
Zone, it looks like defensively for Smith Cotton.
Quick hitter into the flat for Ginnings, who's inside the 20, inside the 10, and taken down at the 6-yard line. That's a big gainer of 24 yards and a Beck Wellness Center first down. We told you he had 11 catches coming in. That's his 3rd catch already tonight.
What a block here by DeMott that really freed him up. And we're running the clock here, and 1st and goal for the Lakers.
Inside. The Price and Randall Injury Attorneys red zone. Snap to DeMott. Penalty flag flies, and DeMott inside the 2, and I think it's going to be an illegal motion or formation.
I think it's
Camdenton.
illegal motion. This is not Canada.
No,
you can do that Canadian football. I think Willard just started toward the line of scrimmage just a little early. And
So
the back judge is explaining that to him right now.
So the Bruce and Kelly penalty flag backs Camdenton up to the 10-yard line. Now, it's their first trip inside the Price and Randall Injury Attorneys red zone. First down and goal. Ball's at the 10. Durnan out of the gun. Willard DeMott back in the backfield with him.
Boy, he's a versatile player. Goes into the slot now.
Durnan, clean pocket. Here he has his man, and that's Machino inside the 5, down to the 3. A little bubble screen to the sophomore, Michael Machino. Well designed. Good coverage and takedown for Smith Cotton. Second down and goal.
Javonian Dye with the tackle. They got the motion there. They got the block downfield. As the ball is being caught, you can do that in high school ball as long as the ball is caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Machino in motion. Going to get the carry this time. He's into the end zone for the score. Michael Machino, the sophomore, his first rushing touchdown of the season. A nice design play. He came out of the slot, takes the snap from Durnan, and he's in the end zone. Lakers strike first. They lead 6-0.
Oh, able to overcome the penalties there, and of course they got helped out by that chop block call as well too. That was like a 20-yard penalty with the spot foul and a 15-yarder tacked on. And it looks like DeMott is going to be kicking.
Yeah, Willard DeMott in there. So the hold from Durnan, the kick from DeMott is good. Lakers lead 7-0 at the 4:50 mark of the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
To win at the Jaws of Death Bob Shore Stadium, it takes preparation, dedication, and grit. At Rough Water Dock, we've put that same mindset into our business for more than 30 years. Winning 5 state championships doesn't happen by chance, and you shouldn't take a chance when it comes to protecting your investment on the Lake of the Ozarks. Choose the best. Choose Rough Water Dock, your full-service dock builder at the lake. Local, family-owned and operated, and proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. At Rough Water Dock, we like it rough.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Back here on Lake TV, where the Lakers strike first and lead 7-0, as set to kick off is Carson Durnan from the 40, and a good one here.
Wow.
Really good. Wow, yeah, is right, Mike.
I'd say 68 yards worth of wow. Hits it through the back line there. Kyron Staten was ready to field it, but had no chance to get to it. So Smith Cotton will have it first and 10, throw 20. We don't get to recognize the assistant coaches as often as we should. Par Pitts, the head coach, Cole Walker, Andrew Nolting, Brock Ezzard, who is the brother of Travis, who was on those great 80s teams, Charlie Gordon, Parker Pitts, Brad Edson, Travis Sanford, Jabin Shockley, who's the son of Todd Shockley, who was an outstanding basketball player at School of the Osage in the early 80s, Daniel Edson, Austin Spradling, Michael Pickrell, and Josh Lammert, and all but 2 of those guys are Camdenton alums.
As Dax Whisker looking for Connor Harris on first down for Smith Cotton, and they were not on the same page as some quick pressure applied in the backfield from the Lakers, so second down and 10 after the incomplete.
Yeah, that's been the key so far. Whisker, I think, has done a good job, ran for a first down, made a couple of completions, but he's faced heavy pressure from the Camdenton defense.
But I've been impressed what I've seen from his arm and his ability to deliver an accurate throw on the move, both to his left and his right. So we'll see if he can't find a way to open up the passing game for Smith Cotton. Second down now. Whisker rolls to his right. has a man at the sideline and delivers a strike at the 35-yard line. I think it's going to be a legal touching here on Harris. Connor Harris, I think, was out of bounds and was the first man, or we'll wait for the call. The Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag. As it stands, it would be a 14-yard Beck Wellness Center first down.
Yeah, that's a great catch, but a flag, and they immediately ran the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. The officials are talking about it, but if you've got an illegal touch, if that's the call, I don't know what else it would be there unless he pushed off to get open. You know, they may wave this off, and they do. So that's got to be a good catch, and if they've got the spot, that's a... Okay, well, I don't understand. If that's not a catch, then it had to be an incomplete pass. Must have skipped in somehow.
Okay, so because it was an incomplete pass, Camdenton didn't take the pass interference, I believe.
Well, no, the official waved the flag. That means they waved the penalty off.
So no penalty,
No
just an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10 after all of that. And those two plays have just taken 11 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, incomplete passes will do that.
But 6 minutes of our broadcast.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 10. Camdenton leading 7-0.
Lakers trying to keep.
Whisker stops, throws across his
Nice.
body, delivers a strike, and that is a, well, close to a late hit. That's a Beck Wellness Center first down as Caden Whisker, the junior.
His second catch on the night, good enough for a first down. I think what Smith Cotton's doing is they're trying to go 2 tight ends occasionally to get some better blocking for Whisker, give him time to throw. He's got a nice arm.
Man, the way he planted his foot and delivered a strike right there, I guess so. First down and 10 from the 30. Staten gets the carry taken down from behind. Elijah Dickerson, the
nice.
sophomore, Johnny on the spot. He came uncontested from the edge, and he made quick work of Staten in the backfield.
Yeah, kind of a slow developing play. They faked the jet sweep and then countered with Staten, the running back. That took a little while to develop. You usually don't block the weak side defensive end or outside linebacker. And a good read there by Dickerson. He was all over that from behind.
Yeah, quick speed, and they might rethink leaving Dickerson unblocked, weak side or not. He closed quickly, so 2nd down and long. Ball's the 27-yard line.
That could have been an illegal motion.
Look out. Oh, that was dangerous as Muff. He took a shot from Cedarwall. Muff grabbed him first. Cedarwall finished him off, and slow to get up is Dax Whisker, the quarterback. Wow, he took a shot.
Yeah, multiple hits there. Again, the Lakers go with smaller, quicker defensive linemen in an obvious passing situation at 3rd and 11.
And kind of a freak play because Muff seemed to grab his arm and kind of pull him down right into the helmet. Ooh, yeah, of Cedarwall closing quickly along with Kason Uthi. So now we have a timeout on the field with 3:16 left in the first quarter. We'll take this commercial break and be right back on Lake TV.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
So we welcome you back, and that was a violent collision. It looked like Paul Muff had gotten the quarterback's arm on the way to the ground, and he was pulled down with a couple of Lakers defenders closing, and quarterback Dax Whisker, he took a shot but shows his resiliency as he's back up, coming back out to lead his team to a 3rd down and 11 with the ball at the 29-yard line.
Still shaking his head a little bit there. It is a violent sport.
Whisker, pocket closes quickly, should have seen a penalty flag. I don't think they called it because it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like a hold as the pressure and the stunt came up the middle. Good pressure applied by Paul Muff on the blitz, and And it's going to be a punting situation for Smith Cotton on the incomplete pass. You see, watch 57 here. He looked like he was great. Well, that's pretty obvious. I think the official actually started to reach for his pocket there.
He reached in to throw it, then he saw it was incomplete and thought, now let's keep the game moving. Caden Bowen, the senior, in on the coverage, made a nice play as well. So back to return, Borbay and DeMott for the Lakers.
Pressure.
Oh, very nearly blocked. DeMott gonna field it? No, yes, DeMott takes it from Borbay, and look out. Nice block by Muff, and DeMott has it across midfield to the 49-yard line, but it was Paul Muff with a great block that sprung DeMott for the big return, and that was almost disastrous. You didn't know who was gonna catch this, Mike.
Yeah, Hare also, once they figured out who was going to catch it, that was a great punt, by the way. Once they figured out who was going to catch it, good block by Hare right there. Might have been a hold as well. Boy, DeMott's just, he's a jack of all trades, isn't he? He gets a little bit of everything done.
Goes for a 22-yard punt return, and so Camdenton has it at the 49-yard line on the Smith Cotton side.
Go double tight here, unusual look.
Play action, quick hitter to Michael Machino, makes the first man missed across the 40, still going up to the 31-yard line. Big gainer for a Beck Wellness Center first down, and the sophomore, Michael Machino, we saw them with a rushing touchdown. Now we see his hands and his speed on display.
Really finished well there, too, on the 18-yard pickup.
Yeah, he is so quick. First down, Lakers move quick. Durnan out of the gun, quick hitter into the flat, just a little too much out of the outstretched arms of Quentin Cruson, the sophomore. And what I notice is you've got a couple of guys that are a little older. You got senior Deontay Hare and junior Cole Ginnings, but Michael Machino or Cole Ginnings and Michael Machino, they're both sophomores, Mike.
Yeah, there was a lot of movement on the line here, but everybody stayed on side, and Camdenton did not come out. Well, the play clock's only at 20 here.
Durnan, a lot of space now, rolls to his right. Penalty flag on the field. Durnan keeps it, has good yardage, but there is a Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag laying at the 38-yard line. It's a hold against Camdenton.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty, too, because that's a spot foul 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so wipe out the good run. Ooh, that's going to be another big penalty. This should be about 18 yards once they mark it off. I thought, no, they're just going to mark off from the original line of scrimmage. Well, that's changed, hasn't it? So Camdenton gets their third penalty here of the first quarter. Does set up second long.
So instead of having it first and goal inside the 10, they have it back at the 41-yard line, second down and way long.
Going to run a combination on the near side here.
Durnan steps up. Had a man, now thinks twice about it. Throws, has his man in and out of the hands of his receiver. He was looking for Ginnings, and it was a little hot. Fortunate for Camdenton, falls harmlessly to the ground.
Yeah, that could have been bad on several different levels. The old tip drill there just tipped it up, and that's the last thing you want to do with defensive backs all around you, but it did find the ground. But if that had been picked off, that had the opportunity of being returned a long way.
Man, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to prepare for this team when Durnan has that much time in the pocket. Third down and 20.
Three-man rush.
Gonna take a shot. No, now pressure being applied. Throws, has his man caught. Nice grab inside the 20-yard line, near first down yardage. That is Cruson, the sophomore, and he does have a Beck Wellness Center first down up to the 20-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, Gamble on the interception. You see it was timed pretty well. Good protection initially, and then great job of the three-man rush to stay in their lanes and not allow him to run the ball there. A gamble on the interception, and it costs Smith Cotton big.
Durnan takes a shot to the end zone, has his man just out of the reach of Ginnings, falls incomplete, brings up second down and 10. But man, I'll tell you, Ginnings, a nice up and out move. Cole Ginnings had a step.
So a play coming in from the sideline here. Second and 10 for Camdenton. They lead 7-0, 1:55 remaining in the first quarter of play. Staying with the spread, they do have a running back, but he'll go in motion to the slot.
So empty Backfield, as we're accustomed to seeing. Durnett takes the snap. Clean pocket, now throws into the flat. Has his man, Michael Machino, shake and bake, still on his feet. And he's down at the 5-yard line, a 15-yard gain, a Beck Wellness Center first down, and Camdenton inside the Price and Randall Injury Attorneys red zone.
Boy, he's got great hands, doesn't he? Posted up there at about the 10-yard line. And just went up and took that ball. Great technique. Passes up, get your thumbs down. Watch how his thumbs are down on this. Boom, nice catch.
Turning now, first and goal from the 5. Taking his time, plenty of time on the play clock. Camdenton already up 7-0, looking to extend on their lead. Durnett rolls to his right, into the flat. He's going to keep it, and he is going to be shut down on the edge. Good closing speed from Smith Cotton. Going to bring up second down and goal from inside the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's the problem with rolling out. Again, you cut the defensive field in half. And it looked like, yeah, it was man-to-man there. And they stayed very well.
And now it's a wildcat to Willard DeMott, who's into the end zone for a score. On second down and goal from the 3, the Lakers go wildcat on the legs of Willard DeMott, and the Lakers up 13-0.
Watch Cole Lane here, just got an initial block and then got into a linebacker as well there too, number 41, Paul Williams.
Yeah, and it was, as you said, Mr. Cole Lane, and then he said, let me lift you up, Mr. DeMott, and the Lakers out in front 13-0, having a great time, and good call when you run that hurry-up offense. That's so tough to stop. And after the score, DeMott in to attempt the extra point. Durnin, the hold, the kick is blocked on the point after attempt. So with 1:10 remaining in the first quarter, it's Camdenton out in front by a score of 13-0 as we get a look at our Ozark Homes fan cam.
Take Lake TV with you wherever you go. Watch Lake TV on demand on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV.
Back at Bob Shore Stadium, Camdenton leading 13-0. A couple of scores to pass along. Blair Oaks, who lost by 30 last week. There's a sentence you don't hear very often. They lead Osage at the end of the first quarter by a score of 14-0. And up in Owensville, up 8-7 over Eldon into the first quarter.
And here's the kickoff from Durnin. Nice grab by Staten inside his own 5, and he's got a nice hole. Still on his feet, and a nice return by number 2, Kyron Staten. Gives pretty good starting field position here to Smith Cotton, down 13-0.
Yeah, they've got to figure out a way to get some pass protection for their young quarterback. I mean, he's shown great ability and stability in the pocket, but man, when you get chased around like that all the time, it makes it difficult. Smith Cotton still huddling up on the sideline. They haven't hit the play clock, and now they will.
So 13-0 here in Camdenton. Missouri's 2-0. The Chiefs are 1-0. Osage 2-0. A lot to be excited about here in Missouri for football fans.
I'm excited about Sunday. Big game, although some bad news about Hollywood Brown today.
Come on. It doesn't matter who you put out there with number 15. He finds a way to win on first down. Now Staten. That play's blown up in the backfield. Elijah Dickerson, the sophomore. Man, what's so promising, Mike, is a lot of these big playmakers are sophomores and juniors for Camdenton. And I'll tell you what, I love what I have seen from Elijah Dickerson. Just a sophomore, 6'2", $180.
Yeah, sometimes there's some things in football you just can't teach. And this kid's got great instincts to go to the ball. Now, they may try to take advantage of his aggressiveness here and run some sort of counter around him, but man, oh man, they've looked sharp defensively here. And Smith Cotton has some weapons. There's no doubt about that.
So 2nd down and 12 after the tackle for a loss. And
that's got to be an illegal formation. I mean, the right guard and right tackle.
I think we got a timeout first.
Okay, well, that's fortunate for Smith Cotton.
And I think that's their 2nd already with just 15 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. We're going to remain right here, Mike. Just to remind everybody that you can help make Missouri roads safer by committing to 4 simple actions. Buckle up, phones down, slow down, and drive sober. Simple actions save lives. This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
You want to hear some good news?
I love good news.
Versailles leading 12-0, 8:49 remaining in the first half over Butler.
And that's a district game for the Tigers. And I want to give some love to the Tigers last week. They came up a point short, really a football link short on the 2-point conversion attempt. But what a gritty effort from Coach Dusty Daniels and his young squad coming into Eldon last week down 13-0 at the half. Just a resounding effort in the second half. Very nearly pulled up what would have been one of the bigger upsets we can remember for a while.
Yeah, because I think Eldon had already kind of put that one in the books as a win. Cannot do that, not even at this level.
And another whistle here, and we love that. So 15 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. We're just going to try this one again. Everything's fine, Mike, right?
I'm good.
I think everything's good.
I don't know what happened there. Now watch the right tackle and right guard. Don't they look like they're way off the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, hard to say. Into the flat, look out. Oh, man, DeMott just about had his 3rd pick of the season.
Yeah, Whisker he's not even getting a chance to get his feet set. Big time pressure up the middle once again. Once again, it's going to be 3rd and long.
But Camdenton not bringing a blitz. I mean, the 5 linemen with 6 offensive linemen for Smith Cotton. That's just how big and quick they have been on the line. That last time they brought 5 and created fits, and Smith Cotton kept 6 home on their offensive line, Mike.
Still, there's a lot of quickness and just bull rushing occasionally. They're trying to keep people in to help block. Very tight splits.
Yeah, you see 6 guys plus an extra tight end back there, and no shot. No. He is buried in the backfield. Paul Muff in there, as well as Cedarwall, the 2 leading tacklers for the Lakers, will share that sack. Wow. Sterling Cedarwall.
And you could see the frustration there from Whisker. He was pretty unhappy. And that's the end of the 1st quarter.
So after the 1st quarter of play, it's all Lakers out in front by a score of 13-0. You're watching Camdenton Lakers football on Lake TV.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
We welcome you back on Lake TV as we get a look at the cheering section, the student section here in Camdenton on our Ozark Homes fan cam. They got a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, are they expecting a flood or something here? Everybody's got the little floaty things on.
Yeah, their life jackets, their flotation devices. I think that's because they're Lakers. That's their thing.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
I should have caught on to that.
I like it. So 4th down and a long 20 here, and then some for Smith Cotton. Set to punt inside his own 10 is Perry. Gets off a pretty good one, fielded by DeMott at his 38. Makes a man miss across midfield, second down at the 47-yard line. Another pretty solid return from Willard DeMott.
Yeah, die and some help there from Dalton Perry on the tackle. He's just a football player. He can do a little bit of everything. You know, I don't think any coach in the world would have blamed him for just letting this ball go. It's got some side spin on it, and you never know which way it's going to bounce, but he goes ahead and catches it. and he saves him probably, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 yards of field position there by fielding that ball.
Yeah, a really heads-up play, as you said. He is a football player, so savvy when it comes to those intangible things. So here come the Lakers back out on offense. They've scored in their last 2 series. Quick hitter into the flat to Hare, and just comes up a little short. Hare could have made the catch, but
he peaked.
Yeah, hard not to do, right? I mean, wouldn't know. Not like I ever had an opportunity in any real competitive field of play, but I can assume.
They had it blocked. Well, the replay was pretty graphic there. He peaked. I'm sorry.
On 2nd down and 10. Little pump fake, now throw behind his intended target. He was looking for Ginnings. Falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10 now. And Smith Cotton, they'd love nothing more than a quick 3 and out here. Give their defense a rest. So 3rd down and 10 now. Borbay in motion. Bottom screen slot. Durnett throws, has his man. Deontay Hare makes the catch. 2nd effort, and he's going to have 1st down yardage at the 36-yard line. That's a Beck Wellness Center 1st down, and a really great route from Hare to recognize where the 1st down stick was, and went right past it, settled in for his quarterback, showed him his number, and a great throw from Durnett.
I thought he got a pretty good spot there. Coach Gray didn't care for it very much. He was out talking to the official a little bit, but it's a 1st down.
They mark him at the 36-yard line, so fresh set of downs, and play clock runs. Durnett takes the snap. Borbay, quick hitter to him. Little spin move, another little spin move, close to the 25, the 27-yard line. Right at that 1st down marker. I think he's going to be just a little bit shy, about 2nd down and a half yard.
I thought he didn't get a very good spot there. It looked like he was right at the 1st down marker. 2nd short.
3 down on 2nd down and short. Go right back to the same play to DeMott. Little bubble screen. Shake and bake. He's tripped up and stopped at the 21-yard line, but a Beck Wellness Center 1st down. And they can't really stop those quick hitters into the flat when you have 5 options, Mike. Whatever side you line up the 3 receivers, any kind of motion really gets the defense moving and makes it tough to make up that speed.
Well, you're getting those guys running side to side too, man. You get gassed. They've been out on the field quite a bit here in the 1st half.
1st down and 10 from the 21. Durnett takes the snap, going to look to his left, has Hare. Makes the play, a 9-yard gainer, and Camdenton inside the Price and Randall injury attorney's red zone, and starting to develop some real chemistry here with his receivers tonight. But I'll tell you what, really starting after that incompletion on the last series on the 1st throw, I think that's a handful of completions consecutively for Carson Durnett.
That's at least 3.
Here's the inside handoff to DeMott inside the 5 and down to the 1-yard line. A Beck Wellness Center 1st down, and Willard DeMott full head of steam. A good gainer sets up the Lakers 1st down and goal.
He was smelling that end zone there too. He did a little bit of a helicopter thing there as he got double teamed just short of the goal line.
Might get another shot here on 1st and goal. DeMott. No, it's Durnett. He keeps it into the end zone for a score, but hold that thought. A Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag, a hold against the Lakers will negate that Carson Durnett touchdown run.
Actually, there was a flag thrown by the linesman on the far side too, but the referee got the hold interior line for Camdenton, so they'll push it back 10. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 14.
So retry that. As you said, 1st down and goal. No, I wasn't even looking, but I will say that backs him up, but does not mean the Lakers can't punch it in. This potent offense may enjoy a little more room to work with.
Oops, a little flinch there.
Machino into the flat, makes the first guy miss inside the 5 to the house, touchdown! Michael Machino for the 2nd time tonight. The sophomore Mike has had an outstanding season. That's his 2nd touchdown reception, his 2nd touchdown of the night. He ran one in earlier. Look at the move once and twice, and to pay dirt he goes. Wow.
Yeah, they brought a man from the slot across his face and then into the middle, and 2 defenders went with him, and that left Machino open. He had to go down and make that catch. but then a couple of great moves to finish the touchdown. What, are we reviewing this here?
No, they're going to run for 2 here as they bring the offense back out there. Carson Durnan looking for the call from the sideline. Empty backfield. Quick hitter into the flat, very nearly intercepted. Great recognition defensively. Tyson Parkman, the senior, jumps it for Smith Cotton, and our score remains 19-0. But Camdenton adds to their lead with 9:48 left in the first half. You're watching high school football on Lake TV.
It's new, it's here, and it's now. It's the Lake Expo app. You asked for it. Now Lake Expo is bringing it. Featuring more news, more real estate, with more boating and boats for sale, and more of what's happening at the lake. The Lake Expo app is feeding your need to know. Stay connected to the lake from anywhere. The lake is always just one click away. Download the Lake Expo app today, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Back here on Lake TV, just in time to see this kickoff from Carson Durnan and into the end zone for a touchback. So, you know, we talk about this passing attack, but the first 2 scores were Lakers rushing plays, and it would have been a touchdown run for Carson Durnan that was negated on the holding calls. The very next play, 15-yard touchdown to Michael Machino. And Mike, how about the sophomore so far tonight?
He's impressive. I'm assuming he's maybe Sean Machino's son?
Indeed, yes, sir.
Sean was a great player here. Coached at Eldon for, I believe, 1 year, but made his way back home. And boy, his son is what's going on out there. Wow. Of course, Sean was a little different type player.
Long time coach here, of course, for Camdenton. And I've watched those boys grow up on the sidelines of this program. And to see now Michael Machino, just a sophomore, 15 years old, but boy, he's flexing those muscles out there. First down and 10, the quick handoff up the middle. Nothing doing on first down, Staten up the middle.
I think we got a different quarterback in. We have Gavin Jackson, who's a senior. So Smith Cotton down to their 3rd string quarterback now. We have to assume that play on Dax Whisker earlier on, they've decided that they don't want to risk him going any further.
So the first down carry for Staten goes for a 1-yard loss, but as you said, new quarterback in there. At number
3, I believe it is. Jackson.
Oh, Gavin Jackson, number 3. He's not even listed as a quarterback on the roster, so Coach Gray having to get creative here for Smith Cotton, and on 3rd down and long, not a easy task here for Gavin Jackson.
I mean, it was tough enough bringing in your backup in the 3rd game of the season, but then you're bringing in his backup as well. As far as that listing goes, he's probably a JV quarterback, and then they list him on the varsity as a wide receiver and also a free safety.
It could also be Whisker, and number 9 could be ripped off part of his jersey because it looks just like his build. On 3rd down and short, a quick hitter, but not enough for first down yardage. They got Caden Whisker trying to get a look closer.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So 4th down and about 4.5 or 5 coming up, and another punt situation here for the Tigers.
So it looks like it'll be Caden Whisker to punt. DeMott, and I believe that's number 14, Owen Borbay.
And man, both of these kids, they're capable of taking it to the house. Every time they touch it, low punt. Really nice play on the hop by Whisker, and a good punt, and very wisely, Willard DeMott lets that hop past him to the 38-yard line.
He tried to catch that. He was going all Ozzie Smith on that thing.
Oh, did he? I thought he let it go. So
that's a pretty gutsy play over there.
Nonetheless, it goes out of bounds, and Camdenton's offense will come back out there with a 19-point lead. 8:17 left here in the first half. Now, Mike, I want to remind everybody, tonight we've got our Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes halftime show, and part of that, they'll have a really cool honoring of alumni from 65 years in Camdenton Lakers history on the field, and we'll hope to have some of that for you as part of our halftime show. First down now. Into the slot has his man. That's Jennings. Makes the first guy miss. Across the 40. Look at him go. Inside the 30. A foot race. Cuts back inside the 20. And he's pushed out at the 15-yard line. Mike, that is a 47-yard Beck Wellness Center first down. And the Lakers have it inside the Price and Randall Injury Attorneys red zone. A huge gain. And Jennings made the first guy miss and off to the races.
What was your distance call on that, 47?
I had 47 yards. Yeah, down to the 15-yard line on first down now. Durnett, clean pocket, steps up into the end zone for a score. Hare with the touchdown. And Javion, sorry, I'm looking at Smith Cotton. It's Deontay Hare with a great play. And it was a little bit behind him, Mike, but a good throw. Gave his receiver a shot, and Hare makes the play and holds on. And the Lakers out in front 25-0, starting to pour it on. Second touchdown pass of the night and just a couple minutes off the clock for Carson Durnett.
Yeah, I think that would have been reviewed in the NFL or even in college, but I think when he hit the ground, I think he was underneath the ball with that kind of cradled it. That was just a great catch and plenty of free time.
Quick on the slant on the two-point attempt, no good. He was looking for Machino, a defensive lineman. Got his mitt on that, so your score remains. Camdenton 25, Smith Cotton 0 with 7:50 left in the first half. We'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV.
Competing on the field requires hard work.
It also requires effort and making good choices, which carries over off the field.
Like good choices behind the wheel of your car. Did you know that a driver is 20 times more likely to be in a serious accident if texting and driving?
Last year alone, 104 people were killed in Missouri from distracted driving. So keep leading the statistics, but don't become one.
Buckle up, phones down.
This Drive Safe, Boat Safe reminder brought to you by Price and Randall, Injury Attorneys.
At Beck Wellness, we always say that if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Our goal is to make sure you're ready to enjoy all the lake has to offer, and more importantly, that you don't miss out on the moments that matter the most. From neuropathy, problems with your feet, hip, or back pain, and even a spinal tune-up. I'll make sure you're set to enjoy the moments that matter the most. I'm Dr. Mark Beck, inviting you to stop by for a consultation. But for now, back to this live high school game of the week on Lake.
Back here on Lake TV, where it's all Lakers so far in the first half as Durnett kicks off, fielded inside the 10. Nice move here and up to the 25-yard line for Smith Cotton as Connor Harris, the junior. And we'll keep an eye. So I don't know if that's maybe number 3, but man, what a similar build to Dax Whisker would Gavin Jackson, the senior, have.
I'll see if I'll look on the sideline here with my glasses and see if I see a number 9 anywhere. Not so far. Maybe they just wanted to keep him out for one set. You're right. He's, pretty tall kid. And I don't see a number 9, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, the thing is, the front and the back appear to have the part of the 9 tour, if that is the case. But first down carry to Staten, who has a pretty good hole and spins forward for a positive rush of about 6 yards up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's easily the best designed running play that Smith Cotton has had. You see he takes the deep handoff and good technique there by number 57. That was, of course, Muff that we've seen make so many plays. He forced him back inside, but that was great blocking by the right side of the offensive line for Smith Cotton.
Second down and 3, high snap. Busted play and taken down in the backfield for a TFL. Once again, that's number 65, LeBron Murrell, the senior.
Yeah, there goes all the positive yardage on first down. That's such a slow developing play there, William. Again, they fake the jet sweep, and then it's basically a draw play after that. And with as much penetration as that defensive line is getting, man, you've got to go with the quick hitters there.
Yeah, you got to feel for Coach Gray. You get a really positive play on first down, 7-yard gain, and on second down, a 7-yard loss. 3rd down and 10, that brings up. Quick hitter into the flat. That's going to be caught, but well short. A first down yardage, a low throw secured by Emmanuel Neal, the senior, and a short target out there, 5'7", but went and made the play. Brings up 4th down and about 5 for Smith Cotton.
Well, they got to punt it away here, and they've done a good job with their punting so far, but the bad thing about that is they've gotten a lot of practice doing it. A little bit different combination to receive this punt. Borbay and Cruson this time.
Yeah, Quentin Cruson, the sophomore, back there with Oben Borbay, and now the 6-minute timeout of the second quarter. So we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back with the rest of the first half on Lake TV.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 Lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Thinking about tackling your next project? The work won't do itself. You need a +1, a machine to work like a pro with effortless precision every time. Get the #1 selling Kubota compact tractor from Crown Power and Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. The Kubota L-Series doesn't let anything stand in its way. Use this machine to push, pull, lift, and mow. Just don't forget to pull the trailer home. Visit our website to see our Kubota custom packages to get moving today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Back here on Lake TV, just in time to see this Caden Whisker punt for Smith Cotton. And as you alluded to, back to return, you have Cruson and you have Borbay for Camdenton.
They decided to give DeMott a play off somehow.
Yeah, every once in a while that has to happen. That one's fielded by Cruson, and he's going to swing the other way now, reverses field, then taken down just short of the 40. Good job closing by number 46, Rylan Curry, the sophomore for Smith Cotton.
And Paul Williams helping out too on special teams. That was a well done play. I'm not sure the coaching staff wants Cruson reversing his field and giving up that much ground. Maybe he's somehow seen some highlights of Dante Hall's career, but Dante was a little different animal there.
Yeah, the Broncos return where he got swung back. That was similar look, not the same result, but that's a great reference because I remembered the exact play that made you think of that.
That was right in front of us too, where we sit.
So on first down and 10, a little up and under. Look out, he's got Borbay deep. The shot and just overshoots Owen Borbay, and Carson Durnan knows he missed one there.
What I said earlier, he peaked. Well, that time he bit. that little out and up, and the pump fake by Durnan, that was perfectly executed, just a little bit overthrown. Borbay had his man beaten by 5 yards.
You gotta love the full extension layout by Borbay. Right back out there in the slot. So 2nd down and 10. Durnan gonna take a shot. He's got Jennings, who comes back and makes the play. The 45-yard line, just a little shy. So about 4 or 5 yards on 2nd down, and 3rd down and 6 upcoming for the Lakers.
I need to make some adjustments here.
No worries.
If you will cover me a little bit here.
So a couple of misses. I mean, Durnan's had a big night, but man, he's missed a couple of those long ones that really would have put him in shape for a huge night in the hard count. Going to get a Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag on the offsides from Smith Cotton. So 3rd down and 5.5. The 5-yard penalty going to make it 3rd and about 1. No, they're going to say
a first down. That's the longest 5 yards you'll ever see.
Well, I mean, that was like 5.5 full yards. I can't believe they gave him the first down. So a Beck Wellness Center first down via the penalty flag. DeMott now makes a couple guys miss inside the 40-yard line. He's got a Beck Wellness Center first down at the 39-yard line, an 11-yard gain, and That was impressive, Mike.
Seth Kessler and Tristan Gann, the right side of the offensive line. They run a little game there. Love that jump step by Willard DeMott. He just kept the play going.
And how about, Tristan Gann? 3 different guys. He said, no thank you. Fake handoff into the flat. Has his man Machino. Goes up and makes the play. He's got a 5-yard grab, but that's up the more impressive 5-yard grabs you'll see as he climbed the ladder and secured the catch.
Yeah, had to turn in midair and had his back to the defender. Great concentration.
And I've seen a lot of awesome receivers over the years here at Camdenton. But, man, I love what I'm seeing from the sophomore. Here's Jennings now. Bubble screen. He's patient. Makes the guy miss inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line for another. Beck Wellness Center first down. And the Lakers, man, they are moving the football.
That is the 25th pass attempt here in the first half.
Yeah, no big deal, right? Just another day at the office, or half day at the office for Carson Durnan. Right back at it. Here's an up and under again. Now he's flushed. Throws back across his body. He's got wide open if he can get some mustard on it, and he does. Inside the 5. Oh, so close. Willard DeMott, he waited and waited. DeMott came back, and man, Durnan just had to get enough on it. He said, I got to be able to fling it hard enough, and he just barely did for a big gainer for the Lakers.
I'd say 24 yards. DeMott was out there. He probably didn't want to start yelling at Durnan. Here's a jumbo package.
DeMott, again, he's going to be stuffed this time, looking for his second score of the night, and that'll bring up second down and goal.
So DeMott, his second catch, setting up this. They bring in 3 extra linemen and actually line them up in the backfield.
Here's the Wildcat again to DeMott. Into the end zone for the score. Willard DeMott for the second time tonight. I mean, he set it up with the 24-yard catch, and on second down and goal for the second time tonight. Willard DeMott into the end zone, and the Lakers starting to run away with this one.
31-0 now. They've missed some conversion attempts, had an extra point blocked and 2 busted 2-point conversion attempts. We think they just want to kick it here, but no. Yeah, they're going to kick it, I think, or just burn a timeout. Timeout call. They weren't sure if they wanted to go for 2 or what. Are we going to take a break?
Yeah, we'll take a short one and be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Chad Nugent, owner of Thomas Construction, where we turn your vision into your dream home or your needs into reality for your business. We specialize in tailoring designs that are as unique and individual as our clients. From concept to creation, our licensed architect can handle it all with our in-house design service. We're not intimidated by challenges. Instead, we offer resourceful solutions. Experience the art of quality custom craftsmanship with Thomas Construction.
Back here on Lake TV, where it's all Camdenton. They're out in front 31-0 here in the first half. Still 3:37 left in the second quarter of play. Camdenton just scored a touchdown. It was Willard DeMott with a 1-yard touchdown run, his second of the night. And now Camdenton going for 2, leading 31-0 as Carson Durnan out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, the right side. Now in motion is DeMott. Fake the handoff to him, rolls to his right, looking for Machino, and a little high and hard. Machino wished he would have brought it in, but falls incomplete. Your score, 31-0 is Camdenton. Taking care of business here in the first half on Lake TV's Game of the Week as you get another look at that failed 2-point conversion.
Got some scores to pass along to you. Again, Osage having to travel to Wardsville tonight to take on Blair Oaks, and Blair Oaks got beat by 30 last week by Luther and North. So you know they were probably in a bit of a sour mood. They lead Osage 28-0 at halftime. It's 12-8 Versailles leading Butler at halftime, and 8-7 at halftime. Owensville leading Eldon. That's as close as it can get.
So those 3 games at the half, and we'll have halftime for you here in a few minutes with your Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes halftime show. It's celebration night for Camdenton Lakers alumni here, celebrating 65 years of Camdenton Lakers football. And Mike, a lot of district championships, 5 state championships, numerous all-state players, Division I athletes, and even produced future NFL player Jason Whittle that had a nice career, played in the Super Bowl with the New York Giants in 2001 or 2 that was. So Camdenton, a rich history here, and they're out to a quick and big start tonight, 31-0 as Dernet. Kickoff fielded at about the 25-yard line and advanced to about the 37-yard line for Smith Cotton. Well, they'll have it first down and 10. 3.5 left here in the first half. And for Smith Cotton, Mike, they'd love to get it onto the Lakers side of the field and try to get some points on the board before we enter this first half break.
Yeah, Fredrickson, that was a tough play there. That was a line drive, a low spinner. He was able to block it and pick it up and get something. Actually got back out to the 37, so not a bad return. Where are we at time-wise here?
3:28, yeah.
So plenty of time here, although Smith Cotton has burned 2 different timeouts. But they just have not been able to sustain anything. We don't know about the quarterback situation. That's number 3. But again, your conjecture that there was a possibility. Oh, no, wait a second here. No, I see number 9 on the sideline. So that is Jackson.
Okay, very good. So Jackson hands off to Staten on first down for a good gain of 4. Brings up second down and 6. And so, yeah, no idea what's going on there. But I will say, Dax Whisker, when he was in there, I loved his arm.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a strong arm and could roll with the football. So second down and 7. And Mike, you alluded to it earlier, but we're going to be in Osage next week for a big rivalry game as Eldon and Osage square off in week 4. That should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be fun. Make it out if you can. If not, you can watch it here.
Staten on the bubble screen, holding that football out there like a prize. Dangerously gets 4 yards, brings up third down and short.
Yeah, 2 positive plays in a row. That's been a little bit of a rarity here tonight for the Tigers. But third and manageable.
Got a feel for Coach Gray. You get a positive play and you get stopped for a loss, or a positive play and penalty flag. So kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and third down and short. Love to convert here.
Seamal in the game now.
Play action. Oh, no, it was given to Staten, and he's going to be stuffed. Uh-oh, that might be a penalty flag, and it is.
Yeah, there's got to be a whistle. I didn't hear it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen, but his forward progress had obviously been stopped.
Yeah, that's going to be Elijah Dickerson who had him, and as you get another look at here, picks up and body slams Staten. So that's going to be an Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag. That one's going to hurt the Lakers here.
Dead ball, personal foul against Camdenton. They'll go back to the original spots. And no, they're just going to mark off 15 from the point of the foul, but that's enough for a first down for Smith Cotton.
Yeah, and Camdenton's played fairly clean tonight in regards to penalty flags. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's not real clean when you're talking about 2 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, we saw 14 by Bolivar in their game against Osage.
So a Beck Wellness Center first down on the personal foul. First down carry, and a good one for Smith Cotton. And look at those legs go for Quentin Cruson. Oh, yeah.
Parker Brown, I think it was, getting the carry. Man, that was well blocked up front. But you know what? I'm seeing a lot of different numbers in there for Camdenton right now. They're getting some different kids in.
That was Coy Homan, the senior, with the carry for Smith Cotton, number 15. And yeah, Smith Cotton has some new guys in there, but I see what you're talking about. Some new players in there defensively, on and off the field for Camdenton. After the Beck Wellness Center first down for Smith Cotton.
Blitz, perfect. Yeah, well, that was really covered well. Elijah Dickerson.
And Cedarwall also in on that one. They sandwiched him, Mike.
Yeah, that was just timed perfectly. Came off the edge, and was there, and the running back never had a chance.
Yeah, Holman gets his second carry on consecutive plays. So 2nd down and 10 now, and inside. 1 minute to play in the first half. Holman the carry once again, runs into Cedarwall and company. 1 yard gain, going to bring up 3rd down and 9, but the front for Camdenton's defense continues to prove tough, and now another Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag sitting at the 39-yard line. We'll let the officials tell us what's going on here.
Holding? No. Not sure what we got. I'm not sure what the closed fist. That's a new one for me. Whatever it is, it's a personal foul of some sort. That's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, another massive mark-off of yardage down to the 21-yard line, and another Beck Wellness Center first down as the Lakers, they get called for a personal foul. I'm not sure where it came from, but the official made the fist symbol, whatever that means.
I don't know. That's a new one on me, but he was trying to convey something to the coaching staff for Camdenton here.
Well, 45 seconds left. Smith Cotton knocking on the door here. They love to get in the end zone. Under pressure, Muff just about had him, and then cleaning it up, number 65, Labron Morrell. Wow, big time loss of yardage back at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Jackson never had a chance there. He didn't even get a chance to set his back foot. Now, Smith Cotton had to use a couple of timeouts earlier, and I believe they've used their 3rd one here.
So a Tiger timeout with 37 seconds left. We'll take this commercial break and be right back after this.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
And we're back on Lake TV in Camdenton from the Jaws of Death Bob Shore Stadium, where Camdenton out in front 31-0 here. Smith Cotton faces a 2nd down and 18 after a big loss. Steps up Jackson looking for a man. Good throw and very nearly intercepted. Climbing the ladder, Caden Bowen. The senior showed some great elevation and knocks that one down. So 3rd down and long, but pretty good distance on the throw.
It was a
from
good
Jackson.
Yeah, good technique. He had it. Well, the difference is he has time to throw. He put it right there, but he threw into double coverage as well.
Yeah, the safety comes over the top, Bowen, and knocks that down. Almost picked that, but when I saw that Camdenton intercepted Jefferson City 5 times in week 1, I was like, man, they must be flying in that secondary.
They've got team speed, no doubt about it.
3rd and long. Jackson takes another shot, and that one, again, almost intercepted. That one in and out of the hands of number 4 for Camdenton.
Lucas Roth.
Yeah, Lucas Roth, as you said, the junior. Couple of opportunities for Camdenton.
And he had a man there on the sideline, too, and I believe he could have stepped out of bounds. That would have been Neal.
So here comes a long field goal attempt. How about 48 yards on the attempt? That's going to be Carson Whisker, the freshman.
Wow.
Plenty of leg, but he's going to miss it wide left. But yeah, he had the leg, Mike.
What happens when you're trying to hit a long field goal like that? The tendency is to overkick it. It's like swinging too hard and you get a hook playing golf. And that's pretty much exactly what he did there. You got to trust your leg, trust your technique, and just try to hit it as straight as you can.
Yeah, but that's 3 Whiskers I see on the roster. Of course, Caden and Dax both juniors, and then Carson Whisker, a freshman. So kind of like the head coach's family, Josh Gray, football family. I'd say that's true for the Whisker family as well. So I guess it's not the same rule where it was missed from the 38-yard line.
That comes out to 20, just like a punt going in.
So Durnan now rolls. He's going to keep it and try to get it out of bounds. He does at the 25-yard line on the 5-yard run and leaves 18 seconds on the clock. Camdenton leads big, and Mike, right after the end of our first half, don't go anywhere. We'll have our Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes halftime show. Mike and I will break down the first half stats and talk about what's coming up in the second half and beyond here on Lake TV. Clean pocket for Durnan. He has all day back there. Takes a shot looking for Borbay, and Borbay tries to make an adjustment, but Dalton Perry kind of shielded Borbay from seeing the football up until the last minute, and Borbay couldn't make the last second adjustment. So 3rd down and 5 now, just 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, that was just great coverage. If they'd gotten any kind of pass rush there, it would have probably turned out a little bit differently, but that was great coverage this time for Smith Cotton. Here we are, 3rd and 5. Durnan has time now, flush to his right, little stiff arm, his knee goes down, and that's how the half is going to end.
Paul Williams, the senior, gets the quarterback sack, and that will, and Durnan shaking up a little bit here after that sack. He goes down awkwardly, so pretty encouraging first half for Laker fans. Camdenton out in front by a score of 31-0. We'll take a commercial break and be back. It'll be your Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes halftime show right here on Lake TV.
To win at the Jaws of Death Bob Shore Stadium, it takes preparation, dedication, and grit. At Rough Water Dock, we've put that same mindset into our business for more than 30 years. Winning 5 state championships doesn't happen by chance, and you shouldn't take a chance when it comes to protecting your investment on the Lake of the Ozarks. Choose the best. Choose Rough Water Dock, your full-service dock builder at the lake. Local, family-owned and operated, and proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. At Rough Water Dock, we like it rough.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
During this chapter of life, we are really taking the time to enjoy the little things.
So it was important to have our final wishes pre-planned so our family wouldn't be burdened later on.
Hedges Scott Millard made it simple, but thorough. They provided us with different options right here in the comfort of our home.
We are so glad that we planned ahead. Now a whole lot more of this, a little of this, all with the peace of mind we wanted.
At Hedges Scott Millard, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life. Take time to enjoy it.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
At Beck Wellness, we always say that if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Our goal is to make sure you're ready to enjoy all the lake has to offer, and more importantly, that you don't miss out on the moments that matter the most. From neuropathy, problems with your feet, hip, or back pain, and even a spinal tune-up. I'll make sure you're set to enjoy the moments that matter the most. I'm Dr. Mark Beck, inviting you to stop by for a consultation. But for now, back to this live high school game of the week on Lake TV.
Competing on the field requires hard work.
It also requires effort and making good choices, which carries over off the field.
Like good choices behind the wheel of your car, did you know that a driver is 20 times more likely to be in a serious accident if texting and driving?
Last year alone, 104 people were killed in Missouri from distracted driving. So keep leading the statistics, but don't become one.
Buckle up, phones down.
This Drive Safe, Boat Safe reminder brought to you by Price & Randall, injury attorneys.
It's time for tonight's halftime show, presented by Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes. Now back to William Holtz and Mike Bissell.
Welcome back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football, and we're back here for our Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes halftime show. And Mike, first half, 31-0, all Lakers.
Oh, yeah. And the defense, to me, you say, 31 points. You know, the offense is dominating. Yeah, they've been good, but the defense has been incredible. The way they fly around the ground, that they can cover, and got a plan and depth, too. That's an impressive combination for Camdenton.
Yeah, and the way the first half went was Camdenton, they deferred. They're going to get the football here to start the second half. So Smith Cotton started and punted it to Camdenton. They actually gained a couple of first downs on that opening drive, but Camdenton kind of shut the door on it. Now, when they got the football back, they really started moving it, and we'll get a look at stats. I think you have first half stats for us, and man, there is a lot of them offensively for the Camdenton Lakers.
Yeah, I'll start with Smith Cotton, though, under head coach Josh Gray. Staten, 8 carries, 6 net yards. He actually had 5 carries that lost yardage. That's how good that defense has been. Dax Whisker, before he had to leave. Now, he was standing on the sideline. He's by himself, didn't have a helmet, didn't appear to be in any distress, but they took him out of the game. So Smith Cotton having to try to perform with a third-string quarterback who I'm sure probably didn't get a lot of work during the week as they were trying to coach up Whisker there to get him ready to replace the coach's son. Whisker, before he left, 4 carries, 1 net yard. Holman late there, 2 for 15. He was a leading rusher. And Jackson, who came in as the quarterback, was sacked twice, lost 14 yards. So the net rushing total for Smith Cotton, 8 yards on 16 attempts. The passing number, 7 of 16. The catches went to Caden Whisker, 3 for 19. 1 for 9 for Harris, 1 for 5 to Neal, and Staten had 1 for 4. So 37 yards through the air, 8 on the ground, 45 net yards from scrimmage for Smith Cotton. They had 2 penalties for 24. Neither team turned the ball over in the first half.
Now, before you go through Camdenton's stats, I want to touch on, you looked at Staten had those 5 negative plays, but total, there were 8 plays that went for negative yardage for Smith Cotton. So regardless of the injuries, what that tells me is, man, this Camdenton defensive front is firing on all cylinders. They're guessing that snap count, and they're getting after the football. Man, they are having a half. 45 net yards yielded. Unreal.
That's an impressive stat, no doubt about that. But now you look at Camdenton's numbers, and normally you'd say, boy, team's only got 29 rushing yards in the first half. You'd say, yeah, in high school ball, you're probably in trouble. In this instance, you would be very, very wrong. Machino had 1 carry for 4 yards. That was good for a touchdown. DeMott, 2 carries. Check that, 4 carries for 28 yards, but 2 3-yard touchdown runs. Durnan had 2 sacks. The last play of the half was a sack. That kind of killed his numbers. He had 4 attempts, minus 3 yards. So 29 rushing yards for Camdenton in the first half on 9 carries. Again, no turnovers. Passing stats, a little bit different story here. I need to make a quick adjustment here. Okay, got it. Now the passing stats, Durnan 16 of 27 in the first half, and admittedly he missed a couple here too, but still 31 points, kind of nitpicking there a little bit. Warbate 1 catch for 11. Jennings 5 for 88. Hare had a touchdown. He had 5 for 52. Machino had 5 for 61 and a 15-yard reception for a touchdown. I didn't write out his entire name. Check 15 for me real quick there.
Gotcha. That's going to be Quentin Cruson.
And he had 1 for 22. And DeMott, with his rushing totals as well, had 2 catches for 32 yards. 266 yards through the air, 16 to 27 passing, 29 rushing, 295 from scrimmage for Camdenton. A lot of penalties, though. 6 for 60. But again, no turnovers for either team in the first half.
Yeah, and 260 yards passing in the first half seems like a lot, but it's still not the season average of Durnan, who comes in averaging 355 yards a game through 2 weeks. But hey, so we could talk about the senior. We got lots of guys we could talk about. But I want to highlight a couple of sophomores that impressed me in the first half. The first one's Michael Machino, the sophomore receiver. He got 1 touch running the football for a 4-yard touchdown. Has 5 catches, had a nice game, the big touchdown catch, also all over the place defensively. And then on the other side, Elijah Dickerson, I believe it is, number 3. It may have got his, Elijah Dickerson, man. He is fired off the edge, only a sophomore. I love when these young underclassmen come out and make a big difference, and both of those guys did in the first half.
Well, with Camdenton, you're going to have numbers, and you're going to have competition for jobs. And the coaching staff is not going to necessarily give favored status to seniors. You have to compete for a job. That's where this program's at. And boy, he's got some young kids that have a very big upside.
Yeah, another thing to like about Michael Machino, he's got the bright orange red hair like Will. And I don't play fantasy football anymore, but in a keeper league, I'm going with someone young that has a lot of good years left. Michael Machino would be my pick. So it's 31-0. Camdenton in control. They're going to get the football first. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to update you again on the halftime scores around the lake area, as well as what Camdenton and Smith Cotton have the next couple of weeks. That and more when we return.
During this chapter of life, we are really taking the time to enjoy the little things.
So it was important to have our final wishes pre-planned so our family wouldn't be burdened later on.
Hedges Scott Millard made it simple but thorough. They provided us with different options right here in the comfort of our home.
We are so glad that we planned ahead. Now a whole lot more of this, a little of this, all with the peace of mind we wanted.
At Hedges Scott Millard, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life. Take time to enjoy it.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
At Beck Wellness, we always say that if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Our goal is to make sure you're ready to enjoy all the lake has to offer, and more importantly, that you don't miss out on the moments that matter the most. From neuropathy, problems with your feet, hip, or back pain, and even a spinal tune-up. I'll make sure you're set to enjoy the moments that matter the most. I'm Dr. Mark Beck, inviting you to stop by for a consultation. But for now, back to this live high school game of the week on Lake TV.
To win at the jaws of death, Bob Shore Stadium, it takes preparation, dedication, and grit. At Rough Water Dock, we've put that same mindset into our business for more than 30 years. Winning 5 state championships doesn't happen by chance, and you shouldn't take a chance when it comes to protecting your investment on the Lake of the Ozarks. Choose the best. Choose Rough Water Dock, your full-service dock builder at the lake. Local, family-owned and operated, and proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. At Rough Water Dock, we like it rough.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
And back here on Lake TV, just in time to see Dr. Billy Kurtz, along with the great Bob Shore, the stadium namesake here, and it is Alumni Night celebrating 65 years in Camdenton Lakers football. So I'll now turn off my headset and let you enjoy the PA.
For another time in 1978, 80 in 1988, and the quarterfinals 12 other times. Camdenton has had 1 district championship and has 11 undefeated regular seasons, including a 26-game unbeaten streak from 1986 to 1988.
Let's go, guys.
In 2016, Camdenton Lakers football into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Right there. Mike
There you go, man. There you go.
Future.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Here's something. Hey! 135 lane racers. And then on all in 1994, of course, Bob Shore voted for the very first football. Coach Hall of Fame. And it's the Sports Hall of Fame in 2004.
Yeah, I remember that.
By the Coach Hall of Fame, 2017. And Coach Overwood. 2019. Jeff Door, Chuck Blair, And ranked first have all been honored by the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame by receiving Elite 11 status. 93 graduate Jason Whittle was inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame in 2018. The Camdenton community continues to be a statewide example of positive support and encouragement to the program since its inception. We want to thank every player, coach, and manager for the hard work and dedication to our football program over the years. It is because of each of you that the legacy
What's that?
of Laker football lives on. Ladies and gentlemen, your Laker alumni football team.
Pretty special stuff here as you see the charge being led by Bob Shore and many Camdenton Lakers that came here, played here, and of course went on to do big things at the college level. And some I see Rodney Brownell, I saw Jason Whittle they mentioned, of course Jeff Shore, the son of the great Bob Shore, one of the great players here for Camdenton, but that list goes on and on and on, Mike.
I saw a few people I knew. You mentioned Rod Brownell. I had back surgery back in March, and he helped me in my rehab there. Saw Trustin Williams, who doesn't look like he's aged at all. I think he played in the early 80s, so that's been probably 40 years ago. Trustin was part of an outstanding family of sporting legends almost. His brother was an outstanding quarterback here at Camdenton as well, and his dad was an outstanding athlete at Versailles back in the 40s. So good to see Trustin out on the field. I believe he's living down in Springfield now. I do have a score update for you.
Sure.
Maybe some good news. Maybe some good news for Versailles. They're leading Butler 20-8 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Head coach Dusty Daniels had rather trying circumstances in Versailles, things that he had no control over, but maybe about to get his first win. That's a big deal, man. That's cool.
Yeah, and regardless of the non-district games and whether those should be on, I mean, Butler is school they were going to play, and so really great to see them competing against a really good district opponent that Butler has beaten Versailles. Historically, I think actually they've got an 0-7 overall mark against the Tigers historically. So if Versailles could hold on there, what a big win that would be for Coach Daniels.
The problem is it's not a district game. They're playing it in Class 3, aren't they, Versailles? So that would mean that unless Butler's in that as well, but Versailles is in that.
Sorry, a conference game, right?
Yeah, that would be a conference game, yeah, but it wouldn't be district. I'm sure Butler's probably Class 2, which is actually where Versailles should be. But what would be a nice way to put this? Let's say a strategical foul-up of sorts, an accounting number that was not entered correctly with Misha, and Versailles is in a brutal Class 3 district with Southern Boone, who apparently is really good. Knob beat Versailles pretty bad. They're number 2 in that district. Booneville's undefeated. You know Blair Oaks is going to end up with a lot of wins on the season. They're ahead of Versailles. Eldon 2-0, although looks like, well, they got a chance to win tonight over Owensville, and California is usually competitive, so that's a tough way to go for a school that should have been a Class 2 school this year.
Well, you score 31-0. Camdenton out in front, set to get the football. We're just a couple of minutes away from starting our second half. So as we conclude tonight's halftime show, brought to you by the good folks over at Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes. We'll take this commercial break and be right back with kickoff.
Hi, I'm Chad Nugent, owner of Thomas Construction, where we turn your vision into your dream home or your needs into reality for your business. We specialize in tailoring designs that are as unique and individual as our clients. From concept to creation, our licensed architect can handle it all with our in-house design service. We're not intimidated by challenges. Instead, we offer resourceful solutions. Experience the art of quality custom craftsmanship with Thomas Construction.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
And we welcome you back as we get a look at the special teams coordinator, Coach Brett Edson there. And actually, he was warming up with Deontay Hare in pregame, or Mike, and he was booming 50 to 60-yard punts like it was nothing.
That's what I was talking about. He looked like he was hitting with a baseball with a fungo bat. I mean, those things were way up in the air.
And I was mentioning to him, like, Coach, I had no idea you were a retired NFL punter. My goodness.
Hey, just a quick note here. Hey, be careful with all the motorcycles in town this weekend. I almost got run off there. I live out west of Greenview on 7. By any parameters, you want to put up a curvy road. And I had one coming around a curve. Yeah, that was not good. But everybody okay, but be careful and watch out because there's a lot of them here.
All right, as we are underway in the second half, kickoff fielded inside the 10 as Whisker kicks it away, and the return now going crossfield.
Parkman maybe, number 6?
Yeah, Tyson Parkman, the senior, getting his first touch of the game, and so we'll see who Coach Parr Pitts sends out there at quarterback for the Lakers. Looks like Carson Durnan set to start this second half.
Yeah, I would think you'd give him maybe 1, maybe 2 series here in the second half of play with this rather large cushion and a third string quarterback.
There was Coach Sean Machino just walking up the stairs now here with the Camdenton coaching staff. And, you know, it's got to be nerve-wracking, right? You care so much about the program as one of the long-term coaches. Then your kid is one of the stars for the team, and you've got to bring it into a whole different level of importance.
Yeah, I would think so.
What's the word you used that I would never say? Keeping it in the family? I would never dare try it.
You caught me off guard there a little bit. Nothing wrong with a little nepotism as long as you keep it in the family, okay?
You know what I love about that? There's an episode of The Office, the show that I love, called Nepotism.
Really?
And like the title of the episode. So when I hear you say that so casually, because it's in your vernacular, not mine, that makes me think of The Office.
Oh, okay.
I love that. All right, so second down and 10 now. Quick hitter falls incomplete on first down, and DeMott gets the second down carry. Nice cut, still on his feet, nearing the 30-yard line. He's got a Beck Wellness Center first down, but, man, Willard DeMott, he is a jack of all trades.
Yeah, I think it's his uncle, Jeff, and I played softball together for years, and his uncle was an outstanding soccer player up on the east side of the St. Louis area.
Did want to give a quick shout-out to Gene and Dominic and Sharon, all watching and interacting on Lake TV's Facebook stream tonight. Thanks for watching, friends, on first down play action into the flat. Nice. Borbe catches hit. Looked like Machino might have been the intended target. He reached up momentarily and then had the wherewithal to say, nope, that's not for me. And Owen Borbe was waiting for a 13-yard Beck Wellness Center first down, and Durnan, so pure passing the football. So first down and 10 now, quick hitter. Deontay Hare now turns on the Jets, a little stiff arm, and 2 of them with the stiff arm. Deontay Hare up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, in front of his bench, and his teammates like that. That was a great catch. Hare now with 6 catches on the night.
Get another look at this Deontay Hare. The first time say, how you doing and how you doing. Deontay Hare, that's tough as nails, young man. Beck Wellness Center first down. Sorry, Mike.
No, I just ran out of room on the sideline. He might have taken that all the way. Here's DeMott again.
First down carry goes for good yardage. Look at the push up front. Look at the D-line, Mike, where they're all on the ground 6 yards. past the line of scrimmage. That front for Camdenton so strong, they lead the way for a 6-yard gain.
I tell you what I admire. This team lost 50-0 last week. They're down 31-0 here. Man, you came where everybody jumping offside be a freebie for the Camdenton Lakers. Yeah, it takes a lot of fortitude inside to go out there and keep playing hard.
So on the Bruce and Kelly team, penalty flag. Going to be a Beck Wellness Center first down for the Lakers. It's at the 33-yard line, and I agree, Mike. It is tough, but you got to keep going. And here's an up and under, looking for his man. He's got him. It's Borbe on the street, comes back and hauls it in and makes the catch. It was underthrown, but Owen Borbe comes back and climbs the ladder to make the play. That's a big-time gainer of 30-plus yards down to the 2-yard line.
He actually kind of jumped there to make that catch and shield the defender at the same time. What a great job there by Borbe, checking in late for Camdenton. Sterling Cedarwall on offense. And here's that jumbo package.
DeMott for the 3rd time tonight to the house for the touchdown. The Lakers extend their lead. They're up 37-0 in that Wildcat formation. Direct snap to Willard DeMott. Smith Cotton has simply had no answer for him.
They put 3 bigs behind the center, right guard, right tackle. You know where they're going. I mean, there's no secret there. It's just more blockers than there are guys there to be blocked. And that was well executed.
So now to attempt the extra point is DeMott, who's already had a monster night, 3 rushing touchdowns, and an opportunity to add to that. The hold is good, the kick is up, and it is true. So your score, 38-0, Camdenton out big with 10:07 left in the 3rd.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Back on Lake TV just in time for the Carson Durnan kickoff into the end zone for a touchback and another impressive kickoff.
And an impressive job. They do this thing on the sideline where they put this kid up on a big board and he's held up and he does the number of push-ups for the score. And he was starting to gas a little bit about 30, but he toughed it out and got to 38. Good job, son.
Yeah, look for him to go over to Carson Durnan and say, hey, bro, let up a bit, would you?
We're good, man. We're good.
That's greatness as fans having a great time. And when your team is up 38-0 early in the 3rd quarter, Mike, it's easy to have a good time. And for Smith Cotton now, the clock has began to run. I believe it's 35 points in the 2nd half. So they're going to look to score to slow this clock down on 1st down. The carry up the middle. Nothing doing for Coy Homan, the senior, with a 2-yard gain.
Was that Homan, did you say, that got the carry?
Yeah, Coy Homan, the senior in there, number 15, his 3rd or 4th carry tonight, and trotting back out there, Gavin Jackson.
And he got 2 out of that. Yeah, I look over in the sideline, and I can still see number 9, Dax. You know, he's on the sideline, walking around, got his hands on his hip, but they've taken his helmet away from him.
Yeah, no idea what's going on there. It's Jackson's game now on the fake pitch out. He's going to roll to his left. Plants, throws, that's deflected and intercepted. Hauled in by Willard DeMott. I believe it's his 3rd of the season, if it's him, to improve upon the big night.
Somebody's shaking up, too, for... That was unfortunate. That was a well-executed play. It was actually blocked very well off the bootleg here. The lineman picks up the block, but the arm hit just as he throws. Yeah, Willard DeMott, man. Have a night, son. First turnover of the game.
That is his third interception of the season. We're just 3 minutes, 24 seconds into game number 3. So with 8:36 left, we take this commercial break, and we'll be right back on Lake TV.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Lori. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Back here on Lake TV, where the Lakers now have it, and I think it is still Carson Durden in their first down and 10 following the Willard DeMott interception, his third of the season, to go with 3 rushing touchdowns tonight.
Whoops.
Oh, and Durden's going to turn it into something.
Yeah, he's going to get out of bounds, which is a smart thing to do. Yeah, he turned right, the running back went left, and take a 1 yard pickup. Now they're going to say, no, you got a yard out of that. That's good enough.
And I'm sure Coach Parpitz breathed a sigh of relief there, seeing him just step out instead of try to make something happen.
Just be smart here. 8 minutes left in the third.
Big lead and quick hitter, and that is Jennings now, who makes the catch, I believe, up to about the 16-yard line. So inside the Price and Randall injury attorneys red zone are the Camdenton Lakers once again.
Jennings with his 6th catch in the night. Blair Oaks has expanded their lead over Osage through 3 quarters, 42-0.
Oh, and now we're having
offside.
Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag, and that'll take it from the 16-yard line down to the 11-yard line. It'll also be a Beck Wellness Center first down, as if the Lakers needed any help.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm not. Yeah, there's the clock running again. I don't think the clock is supposed to stop once you get into the continuous clock, just because of a penalty. Again, Osage is going to suffer their first loss of the year, but they'll bounce back. You have to get past Blair Oaks in the conference, and they took a beating last week. You knew they were going to come out with fire in their eyes. Versailles with a chance in the 4th quarter to get their first win of the year, and haven't got an update. Well, I do. I'll check that here in a minute.
First down and 10. Hand off to number 22 up the middle. Solid gainer still.
Carter Butts, that was quick, man. He really showed some quickness there.
That's the junior. Carter Butts, his first carry, and it's a good one. It goes for 7 or 8 yards, all the way down to the 3-yard line. Mike brings up second down and short.
And Cole Lane absolutely took his man well back into the defensive backfield. What a block.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, between, everyone on this offensive line for Camdenton ought to be real proud of themselves for their effort tonight.
Some good news for Eldon here, too. We'll pass that along in a moment.
Borbe in motion, and it's going to be Butts, and that hole is going to close quickly. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up third down and short.
Thanks to Steve Henderson, athletic director up at Eldon, for passing along some good news. Mustangs leading Owensville, start of the 4th quarter, 20-8.
Oh, Eldon, they were down 8-0, I believe. They pulled to 8-7, and man, impressive. So 5:58 left in the 6 minute. So the 6 minute mark timeout. We'll stay right here with you. And so Eldon, they're 2-0. That would move them to 3-0 if they get that W at Owensville tonight. What a start for first year head coach Nick Griffin if that score holds up.
Yeah, and a big showdown with Osage next Friday night. Thanks to everybody who's helping us out with the scores. Allison Schneider, she's at the Osage game tonight, and Kathy and Corky Daniels maybe about to be proud parents in a little bit because their son, Dusty Daniels, is about to get his first head coaching win.
Special night that will be, and we were there. Some of you know, some of you may not, but we had that game for them a week ago, and I mean, I kind of feel guilty. I went there with the expectation of a big Eldon win, I'll be honest, and was surprised after the 13-0 win. We were kind of impressed with Versailles' defensive effort, but when the way Reese Murdoch came out that second half with that big kick return, and then the big play was the fumble recovery when it was 13-6 in their own defensive red zone, and then the 3rd and 11. One-handed catch from Reese Murdoch, and Fletcher Bias some big runs. I mean, what a night for Versailles in a losing effort.
Randy Moss-esque was the catch by Reese Murdoch. That
Third
good.
down. Darn it. Left side, looks for his man. End zone, touchdown. Deontay Hare for the second time tonight. It's Carson Durnan's 3rd passing touchdown tonight, his 7th of the young season, and the Lakers up 44-0. And Mike, nothing you can do. Quick slant, settled into that zone, and a strike delivered from Durnan, little high, but right where the receiver likes it.
I'm not sure that was actually intended for him. 2 receivers right there together. And it looks like DeMott, who's got a big leg. Look how nice, free, and easy his kicking motion is. Boom.
Wow. Willard DeMott. He is as cool as the other side of the pillow. And the Lakers with 5:49 left in the third quarter control this one 45-0.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Back here on Lake TV just in time to see the push-up attempt, and officially Camdenton has scored too many points
for
the young man. 45 is a lot of push-ups, Mike.
4 would be a lot for me. Yeah, the football team was cheering him on. The crowd got into it. He's going to stick with it, try to count them all, the rest of them out.
Nothing wrong with second effort here.
Whoa.
Kick return, big hole and a big hit as Staten takes it up to the 28-yard line, and that's where Smith Cotton starts this series. First down and 10.
I don't know if we'll see this if we get a replay or not. Braden Burns was coming right down the chute on coverage, and he absolutely trucked somebody that was, well, he got the block on him, but he ended up on his backside for his efforts. Wow.
Some hard hitting tonight from the Lakers. And
see if we can catch 27 here. I don't know if it'll show up in the frame or not. No, probably not.
Just missed it. So Smith Cotton now down 45-0. The clock runs, but they're trying to put some points on the board. And of course, in this situation, there's some pride for your defense, right? You want to pitch that shutout, and if you're a Missouri Tiger fan, you're used to seeing that here recently. The first down carry up the middle, and then closing quickly as the Lakers defense corrals around the ball carrier.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of new kids in. Bryce Branson. I'm going to try to catch as many of these numbers as I can. Levi Lehman. 88 is still in. That's Johnny Seamow. Number 2 is Sean Hasker. Number 32 is Brady Mills.
So second down and 5 now. Jackson, the handoff, and that one goes nowhere. Great speed on the edge and sound tackle. That's Caden Bowen, the senior, with the stop.
Tyson Parkman checks in, as well as Carter Kuhn. Bring back in, Paul Muff is back in here.
Yeah, it looks like they're subbing every couple of plays and keeping them fresh and giving everybody some experience as Grayson Ute comes off for the Lakers.
Drake Schiefelbein is in the game.
So third down and 7 now for Smith Cotton. They have it at their own 30-yard line. Into the flat, looking for a quick hitter. It's completed and just shy of first down yardage for Emmanuel Neal with the catch and run. Going to bring up 4th down and 1.
You got to go for it, don't you? There's no reason not to.
Yeah, they're only going to give him 5. We'll pick up 2. But, yeah, you got to go here. Running clock. You're trying to prevent the shutout here on the road.
Tyson Parkman with the tackle out there for the Lakers.
So Jackson out of the gun here on 4th down and 2.
Going to be a running play. Tight splits. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
We'll see if it's offensively or defensively.
Yeah, the right guard reacted to Camdenton showing a blitz as they ran to the line of scrimmage. A lot of smiles on the Camdenton sideline.
Bruce and Kelly penalty flag goes against the Lakers for encroachment. That's going to be a free Beck Wellness Center first down for Smith Cotton. So they'll take that, won't they, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not completely clear on the rule, but I think the clock is supposed to run continuously, like only injuries and changes of possession really was, or a timeout.
So it is running now, and they seem to just be stopping it while they respot it. Quick throw into the flat, in and out of the hands of the intended target. Nearly intercepted on the play by Drake Scheifelbein, and man, he might have went if he'd have caught it.
Well, yeah, there was nobody around him, but that's like a catcher in a foul tip.
Sure.
You know, there's no way he can react to the ball. It went through the receiver's hands, and he was right next to him, and there's just no way you can react that quickly to that ball. I mean, it hits him right in the midsection, but you're right, he would have had a lot of open space in front of him.
So 2nd down and 10 now. Smith Cotton has it at their own 41-yard line. Jackson, the handoff. Nice shoestring tackle on the play for Camdenton. Brady Mills, the senior, trips up the ball carrier, Coy Homan, after a pretty modest gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a draw play that was executed well. Homan just tripped up. He may have picked up significant yardage there.
3rd down and 7 now. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. This quarter will fly by, and the 4th quarter will as well.
Don't forget, we replay this game on Tuesday night, 7:32. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. The encore presentation.
What a block.
Homan with the bubble screen has a Beck Wellness Center first down, and yeah, somebody got waylaid. I believe it was number 65.
Jack Fisher got blindsided. Wow. Watch him in the flat out here. What a block there applied by Staten.
Yeah, it looked like LeBron Morrell got absolutely trucked. I don't even know if he saw him or if he just caught him on the wrong step, but yeah, he went down.
Who had that catch? I got so focused on the block there.
In the flat, that was once again number 15, Coy Homan, with the catch and run on the swing pass. So Beck Wellness Center first down for Smith Cotton, and here come the Tigers.
Good sidestep move.
Staten, another little stutter step, tries to get outside and does. Has a Beck Wellness Center first down inside the 40. About a 13-yard run and a really patient effort there by Kyron Staten, the senior.
Yeah, that was a well-executed run. He made several men miss. Tyson Parkman came up there and forced him to the sideline.
30 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Camdenton continuing to fight some of these underclassmen, hoping to get some action in the 4th. As for Smith Cotton, they're hoping to score, and here's Staten with a big run inside the Price and Randall Injury Attorneys red zone down to the 16-yard line.
Look at Noah Zuniga. The left guard pulled in front of that play and really picked up a nice lane as the left guard pulls here, and it gets up in the face of several would-be tacklers.
Staten, a little stutter step, gets out to the left side, has some room, still on his feet, and now forced out inside the 10. Smith Cotton, we're finding a little success, but for Camdenton, you're going to give them that with a 45-point lead as we conclude the 3rd quarter of play. Camdenton out in front 45-0. We'll take this quarter break and be back on Lake TV with your 4th quarter of play.
Competing on the field requires hard work. It also requires effort and making good choices, which carries over off the field.
Like good choices behind the wheel of your car, Did you know that a driver is 20 times more likely to be in a serious accident if texting and driving?
Last year alone, 104 people were killed in Missouri from distracted driving. So keep leading the statistics, but don't become one.
Buckle up, phones down.
This Drive Safe, Boat Safe reminder brought to you by Price & Randall, injury attorneys.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Back here on Lake TV as we begin tonight's fourth quarter of action, and it's Smith Cotton now knocking on the door. They've been held scoreless through three quarters, but a hard-nosed drive here. They've run the football with some success and find themselves inside Camdenton's 10-yard line, 2nd down and 4th and 9. And Mike, for Camdenton, you know they don't want to see this shutout taken away from them here.
Yeah, I think that's a little overrated. We got a fourth quarterback of the night in, or the third quarterback in for the night.
Ian Jackson, the sophomore, standing 5'7", weighing just 140 pounds, now in there for the Tigers.
Yeah, that play, modest gain as Holman gets another carry here. But it's not like you're scoring against the first string. I mean, you're getting some valuable experience here. I mean, these kids, they don't want, the second stringers out there, they don't want to give up the touchdown either. To me, it's just not that big a deal.
The 3rd down and short now, handoff up the middle. Holman once again, he's close, but he might have been stopped. I think he's going to be just slightly shy based on where I'm at. Going to be 4th down and inches.
I agree from our angle, and you know they're going to go for it. Clock running here in the fourth quarter, 45-0. Camdenton has put on an aerial show here, and their defense has been outstanding, obviously.
So 4th down and 1 inside 11 minutes to play. Jackson may keep it. Holman with the carry inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, and the Tigers scoreless no more. On 4th down and 1, it's number 15 into the end zone, Coy Holman.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I just, the only thing that matters in high school football is, one, get the win and win by 13 points. That way, in the point system, that's all that matters. And if you lose the shutout, yeah, if it was your starters in there, you probably wouldn't have lost the shutout, but who cares? I mean, it just doesn't matter. And good for Smith Cotton to get a score. You wouldn't want to get shut out 2 weeks in a row. You wouldn't want to get shut out any time.
And this freshman kicker, I mean, he's fun to watch. Carson Whisker hits the extra point back into Roach, Missouri, all the way down. So 10:46 left in the fourth quarter, and Smith Cotton's on the board.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
Back here on Lake TV as the kick sails into the end zone from Whisker, and Camdenton has it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now's where we earn our paycheck, Mike, is we are sure to see a lot of guys for the first time onto the field. We'll have a new quarterback here for Camdenton, but let's go ahead and talk about the grade for Camdenton's first-string offense tonight.
Well, it's outstanding. I think that you'd have to say that Durnan missed a couple of passes, but I liked the game plan defensively that Smith Cotton had. they would rush 3, and we're thinking containment, try to not let him break down. And the pass coverage wasn't bad, but when the guy can stand, I mean, pick your poison. If the guy can stand back there and you can't cover somebody for more than 5 seconds, somebody's going to get open, and that's what happened here tonight.
So out of the shotgun, the lefty quick hitter into the flat for a couple of yards, and that is
Ken Stabler. No, wait a second. It's Quentin Knipp.
Quentin Knipp, the junior, also the punter for the Lakers. We haven't seen him much tonight, but he's out there now at quarterback, so he's got a couple yard completion. And I'll tell you what, if I were to pick the senior Willard DeMott, he's got to be your player of the game, right?
100%.
3 rushing touchdowns, the big interception, and a handful of other fancy plays. You remember the 24-yard catch that took it down to the 1 before his second touchdown of the night. So that would be my pick if Coach lets me pick, but he's probably going to have a say in that. So the carry, a hard-nosed carry by Carter Butts, the junior. Got spun around but didn't stop moving those feet. So 3 yards on the carry, going to bring up 3rd down.
He got a little more than that, didn't he? We'll call it 3rd and 3 now, about 5 on the run, we'll say. I agree. You know, the bad thing is if we could see like the end zone camera and like the game film the coaches look at, there might very well be a lineman who just absolutely dominated. You look at some of the defenders, Elijah Dickerson was great. Paul Muff was great. Cedarwall was great. You know, but yeah, I got to go with DeMott. There's no way you pick anybody else.
So we'll get a timeout here with 8:50 left in the game. We are going to stay here because I want to go ahead and give a shout out to these guys on the line. Gavin Bockover, Hunter Lane, Cole Lane, Seth Kessler, Tristan Gann, and you might as well throw in there as well LeBron Morrell, who's been in there on the defensive side and a few times offensively. I mean, these guys have been so strong, setting the tone for Camdenton all night.
Yeah, very short time out there.
Knipp out of the gun, little pump fake up and under as his man. A nice defensive effort knocking that one away for Smith Cotton. Number 46, Rylan Curry, the sophomore, makes the stop. So 4th down now for Camdenton.
We do have a final from Wardsville as we see the replay here. This is good timing. I thought initially he got there just a split second early, but no, that's just a good defensive play. Final from Wardsville. Osage gets their first loss. They'll go to 2-1. Blair Oaks 42-0. They also go to 2-1 on the season.
So in the punt now, Nate Fobbs, it looks like, for Camdenton.
Ooh.
Fortunate, able to still make a play on it, and that's going to be touched about the 36-yard line by Camdenton, and that's where Smith Cotton gets it inside. 8 minutes to play as the clock continues to run. We'll stay right here with you while the offense comes back out for Smith Cotton.
Logan Spile will make his first appearance. Hard to miss him. He's a big dude, man. He's going to be out there playing on the defensive side of the ball. Try to get a lot of these new kids in. Bryce Branson, I should say. Number 44, Josh Ballantyne. 48, Edward Libby. 25, Levi Lehman. Anybody else? 6, Tyson Parkman. We've mentioned him a few times. 53, 53 in the game as well. Jack Charlton. 62, I think I've seen him before. Carter Kuhn, yes. Here we go. 3rd quarterback of the night again for Smith Cotton.
First down handoff, new running back in there as well with a big burst of speed and still on his feet. We have a Beck Wellness Center first down and then some. It's DeMarcus Sims, the sophomore, in an impressive run for him. The first time we've seen him tonight.
I guess so. That was impressive. He hit the hole and stayed strong. Again, that left guard pulling and leading the blocking, and he just outran everybody. Sims gets his first carry, and it's an impressive one. They like to pull that offside guard. I think that would be, if they could have established a running game, that's something then you can do off of that. But that just didn't come to pass. Look at this
delayed
move.
draw here, and once again, back to number 34, DeMarcus Sims, and he has it inside the 30 for another Beck Wellness Center first down. And how about a delayed draw late in the game, Mike?
Or just hand it to him, let him figure out where he's going to do with it. Wow. 6-minute break here, I believe.
Yeah, the 6-minute quarter breaks. We'll take a timeout and be right back with the rest of this one right here on Lake TV.
To win at the Jaws of Death Bob Shore Stadium, it takes preparation, dedication, and grit. At Rough Water Dock, we've put that same mindset into our business for more than 30 years. Winning 5 state championships doesn't happen by chance, and you shouldn't take a chance when it comes to protecting your investment on the Lake of the Ozarks. Choose the best. Choose Rough Water Dock, your full-service dock builder at the lake. Local, family-owned and operated, and proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. At Rough Water Dock, we like it rough.
During this chapter of life, we are really taking the time to enjoy the little things.
So it was important to have our final wishes pre-planned so our family wouldn't be burdened later on.
Hedges Scott Millard made it simple, but thorough. They provided us with different options right here in the comfort of our home.
We are so glad that we planned ahead. Now a whole lot more of this, a little of this, all with the peace of mind we wanted.
At Hedges Scott Millard, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life. Take time to enjoy it.
Back here and just in time to see the quick pitch outside for another positive gainer, DeMarcus Sims, who's now got 3 carries for probably more rushing yards than anyone but Staten on Sedalia's team, so he takes that down to the 20.
He's got more rushing yards than anybody, period, on their team, man. He has been impressive. How do you not give him the ball more?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say, but he has looked good, and he's got fresh legs here halfway through the 4th quarter. But, yeah, Mike, I mean, he looks phenomenal. So, first down and 10 at the 20. They'll give it to him again. Little stutter step. Sims now. He tries to stiff arm, and he's going to get buried.
He tried to swat somebody out of the way there. Just a little too deliberate, and a lot of help got there in a hurry. Keaton Crossman stayed with the play down low, getting off the block there, as well as Edward Libby. And then a bunch of Lakers showed up.
That looked more like a haymaker than it did a Mortal Kombat move. Like, wow. Well, after what we saw earlier from Deontay Hare with the double stiff arm, they're trying to retaliate, but Camdenton says no siree. So 2nd down and long, back to Sims, loses the jersey over the shoulder pad, and then he is buried in the flat. Good stop out there. I believe that was number 86 for Camdenton, Bryce Branson, the sophomore. Man, sophomore 6'4"?
Yeah.
Wow.
3rd and 11 for Smith Cotton as we hit the 4-minute mark, the time left in this game. 45-7. Camdenton will get some other finals in here. Again, Eldon gets their first loss. Check that, Osage gets their first loss of the year at Blair Oaks, and I'm sure we'll have the Versailles and Eldon scores here soon.
Don't go anywhere. We have our Thomas Construction post-game show following the conclusion of this one. Quick hitter here to Sims on the little screen pass, who came out after the play action. He's inside the 5 for a nice gainer. They'll mark him at the 4 for a 16-yard first down, and inside the Bryson Randall injury attorney's red zone.
He's looking for somebody to hit here. Look at this. On the catch, a little flip, a little stiff arm there, and then takes on a tackler and gets another 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, Sims, the 16-yard catch and run. And you're right, partner. He was looking for someone to take his frustration out on. 1st and goal inside the 4. Give him a touchdown, would you? Patient running, and no siree. Number 52, Keaton Crossman, the junior, says, you're getting a little too cute for me, man.
Yeah, it's hard to dance that long in the interior hole without some linebacker coming up and cleaning you up. Wow, good hit.
Yeah, Crossman put it to him. So 2nd down and goal now from the 6, 2:40 left here in the 4th quarter.
Ian Jackson has done pretty well at quarterback.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal motion here. The quick hitter into the flat. Couple yards, but we do have a Bruce and Kelly team penalty flag, and I think you're going to get an illegal shift here on the offense.
Yeah, he was moving toward the line of scrimmage. I mean, you got to call that, I guess. I don't know. And they're stopping the clock. This rule may have changed. I'm not.
Well, the official over there is swinging his arm, trying to tell him, like, no, run the clock.
It's supposed to run. I think change of possession, injury, and score is the only thing that stops the clock.
Now it will wind again. So 2nd down and goal from the 11 after they mark off the penalty yardage for the illegal shift. And we should note now, next week, Camdenton's going to be versus Elias right here. And then the following week, they have to travel to Columbia to play Battle. So here's Sims now inside the 10, shake and bake. He'll be stopped at the 5-yard line. Once again, Crossman in on the stop. I like what I've seen from Crossman, Mike.
Oh, yeah. He can move around, too. Again, we talk about the competition. You got to figure these kids out there are probably scrimmaging against the first stringers a lot. Yeah, that's got to be a wake-up call, don't you think? This is like a day off for them out here. They're out flying around having fun.
Minute 30 left in this one. 3rd down and goal from the 5. Rolling to his right is Jackson. He'll try to get in. He's going to cut back and into the end zone. Impressive run for Ian Jackson. He looked like he was going to get nailed, and he cut back across, made a defender miss, and 2nd touchdown of the night and 2nd touchdown of the 4th quarter for the Smith Cotton Tigers.
Yeah, that's Ian Jackson. I've got to get my Jackson straight
Yes,
here.
sir. Number 8, Ian Jackson, keeps it on the rollout. Really an impressive run, because as he was getting closer to that pylon, I was looking for a major
violent collision.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a good step back move from Jackson, who's into the end zone. And so how about the Smith Cotton team in the 4th quarter? I know, like we said, but great fight here down the stretch. And halfway through the 4th quarter, they were scoreless. Now they put up 13 on the board.
Yeah, it just gives them something. Maybe it's not the starters getting the job done. Ooh, boy, quarterback snowed. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there, but whatever it was, it didn't work. So
Yeah, it might have been a busted play, but with 1:16 left, Mike, your score, Camdenton 45, Smith Cotton 13. We'll take a commercial break and be right back with the rest of this one after this.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Thinking about tackling your next project? The work won't do itself. You need a +1. A machine to work like a pro with effortless precision every time. Get the #1 selling Kubota compact tractor from Crown Power and Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. The Kubota L-Series doesn't let anything stand in its way. Use this machine to push, pull, lift, and mow. Just don't forget to pull the trailer home. Visit our website to see our Kubota custom packages to get moving today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Well, the Camdenton Lakers obviously not bothered by triskaidekaphobia tonight. The fear of the Friday the 13th. Here's the kickoff. And bringing the ball to the near side. Little stop-start move. Watch out, son. You draw a crowd there on the sideline. Number 28 on the return. That would be Elijah Southwick. And the clock will run us out here. Again, the clock is stopped. I don't think it really should be. It doesn't matter at this point. 45-13. We'll check on some other scores here in just a moment. And I've got one here. I'll see if I can work this in real quick. And Eldon gets the win. They go to 3-0. They got a good win on the road against Owensville. And so they get the showdown with Osage next Friday night. That is our broadcast game here on Lake TV. Lakers out on the field, and I think they've got yet another quarterback out. Looks like Bo Gray, maybe? No, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong roster here. Quentin Knipp is still at quarterback and gets the handoff, a little inside-out move. Running the ball there is Carter Butts, and Butts was taken down after actually a loss of about a yard. Good pursuit there by the interior of the Smith Cotton line, and they gang up for the tackle. 2nd and 11 from the 19. Butts gets his 4th carry, netting 12 yards total. This might very well be the final play of the contest. Will have the post-game interview, and I'll have the rest of the numbers, and we'll get that Versailles final score for you in a moment as well. Down to 25 seconds left. Knipp on a long count. Gets the handoff, and tough running. Hit almost immediately. Getting his first carry was Rasovic. Rasovic gets his first carry, and that indeed will end this ball game. Camdenton bounces back after the loss last week at Branson. Smith Cotton falls to 0-3. Good luck to them. Hopefully they can get healthy at the quarterback position, and it's tough enough to play on the road in a place like Camdenton. But when you're playing with your second string quarterback and then your second string quarterback gets hurt and you're playing your third string guy, well, that's going to be a tough way to go against a program like the Camdenton Lakers. We'll come back with our post-game show in a minute. 45-13, Camdenton gets the win here tonight over Sedalia Smith Cotton. We'll return in just a bit with our post-game here on Lake TV.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Thinking about tackling your next project? The work won't do itself, you need a +1. A machine to work like a pro with effortless precision every time. Get the #1 selling Kubota compact tractor from Crown Power and Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. The Kubota L-Series doesn't let anything stand in its way. Use this machine to push, pull, lift, and mow. Just don't forget to pull the trailer home. Visit our website to see our Kubota custom packages to get moving today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Serdike Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Competing on the field requires hard work.
It also requires effort and making good choices, which carries over off the field.
Like good choices behind the wheel of your car. Did you know that a driver is 20 times more likely to be in a serious accident if texting and driving?
Last year alone, 104 people were killed in Missouri from distracted driving. So keep leading the statistics, but don't become one.
Buckle up, phones down.
This Drive Safe, Boat Safe reminder brought to you by Price and Randall, Injury Attorneys.
At Beck Wellness, we always say that if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Our goal is to make sure you're ready to enjoy all the lake has to offer, and more importantly, that you don't miss out on the moments that matter the most. From neuropathy, problems with your feet, hip, or back pain, and even a spinal tune-up. I'll make sure you're set to enjoy the moments that matter the most. I'm Dr. Mark Beck, inviting you to stop by for a consultation. But for now, back to this live high school game of the week on Lake TV.
Hi, I'm Chad Nugent, owner of Thomas Construction, where we turn your vision into your dream home or your needs into reality for your business. We specialize in tailoring designs that are as unique and individual as our clients. From concept to creation, our licensed architect can handle it all with our in-house design service. We're not intimidated by challenges. Instead, we offer resourceful solutions. Experience the art of quality custom craftsmanship with Thomas Construction.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, In the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate!
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid, just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Back here on the Thomas Construction postgame show, we've got our buckle up, phones down player of the game, Carson Durnan, the senior signal caller. Man, congratulations, Carson. Man, you guys were all over it tonight. How'd you guys get it done?
Just execution, just getting the ball to guys in open space, letting them do the rest of the work. That's all I did. So it's really everybody else. I'm just delivering the package. They're taking it home.
Now, I know you love the fact you have 5 guys at any point in time that can make a play. Talk about what it's like having 5 receivers that you know are that high level of execution and playmaking ability.
It's awesome. It allows me to really, I guess, play a lot freer and just know that, hey, no matter what I do, I have a guy in a situation to make a big play. So it's really fun, makes my job a lot easier.
Okay, I gotta ask, this Durnan name now, your brothers have done it. I mean, but it's gotta be hard being the younger Durnan to come in, but putting up these numbers. Do you get to give your brothers some hard times and text them that you're coming for their records?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know any of their records. I just try to go out there and make sure that they don't think of me as, I guess, the last one that wasn't as good. I just want to be right up there with them, just known as the Durnan brothers. I've always been with them, so that's all I want, is to be up there next to them.
Pretty impressive stuff through 3 weeks, averaging well over 300 yards a game, my man, leading the Lakers to a 2-1 start. Before I let you go, how good can this year's Lakers team be?
I think we have the capability of being really good, getting hot late. I think we're dangerous. I think we can make a run and go really deep.
That's your player of the game tonight, brought to you by Buckle Up, Phones Down, Carson Durnan. Congratulations on the win, man, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll wrap up here from the Jaws of Death, Bob Shore Stadium, with our Thomas Construction postgame show. But this reminder, my friends, to buckle up, phones down, slow down, and drive sober. These simple steps will save lives. This message brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. We'll take this break and be right back with Camdenton head coach Par Pitts.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid, just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
It's time for the Thomas Construction postgame show. Thomas Construction, your hometown Lake of the Ozarks builder since 1975.
Back once again at Bob Shore Stadium in Camdenton, where the Lakers get the win over Smith Cotton by a score of 45-14. Let's run through some of the numbers here real quick. Staten had 14 carries, 54 yards. Dax Whisker, before he was injured and left the game, 4 carries, 1 yard. Sims came in late, 7 for 32. Holman had 9 for 41 rushing. Had 2 different Jacksons at quarterback. One had 2 carries, actually both sacks, minus 14 yards. And Ian Jackson had 1 for 8 yards, and it was good for a touchdown. 122 yards rushing on the game for Smith Cotton. The passing stats, they were 10 of 21 passing, and good for 77 yards. The catches went to Sims, 1 for 16. Staten, 1 for 4. Caden Whisker, 3 for 19. 1 for 9 to Harris. 2 for 11 for Neal, and 1 for 8 to Holman. 77 through the air, 122 rushing, 199 from scrimmage for Smith Cotton. 5 penalties, 39 yards. They had the only turnover of the game. That was that late interception. Camdenton put up some big passing numbers here. First of all, Machino rushing, 1 for 4. DeMott, 4 for 28. Dernan, 4 for -3. Butts, 4 for 12. And that's the rushing totals. 40 yards, only 40 yards on 14 attempts. No turnovers for Camdenton. The catches, Borbay had 3 for 54. Jennings, 6 for 94. Hare, 7 for 40. Machino, 5 for 61. Cruson, 2 for 24. And DeMott, 2 for 32. 305 yards through the air, 345 total, and 22 of 35 passing. 7 penalties for 65 yards. And once again, no turnovers for the Camdenton Lakers. A lot of penalties in the first half, but they cleaned it up in the second half. They get the win here, 45-14. Versailles gets their first win of the season under head coach Dusty Daniels in his first year. Now let's send it back down to the field, and we'll talk it over with the head coach of the Camdenton Lakers.
Back here on the field with head coach Par Pitts. And Coach, I don't think it could have went a whole lot better. How do you think of tonight's effort?
You know, our guys played real hard, played together. What we did in practice reflected the way we played tonight. And so, you know, I was happy with our execution, our effort, for sure.
I got to mention something that really stood out to us from our vantage point was the offensive line just got such a push up front. Their D-line was constantly 5-6 yards downfield. Talk about the Hogs tonight, Coach.
You know, they got after it, and we knew that they had that ability, and so we got an opportunity to showcase them a little bit. They did a great job, and partially because they've been working at it really hard. Started a little bit behind, but now they are cruising, and so we're excited about how they can develop.
I know for you guys, you enjoy the win temporarily, then your focus shifts to next Friday. How long do you enjoy this before you start thinking about the Elias Crusaders?
Well, I'm going to enjoy it tonight. You know, winning is hard. I know that our program has been so successful, but winning games is not easy, and so I'm going to enjoy it probably till about 4 in the morning. I won't be up that late, of course, but about 4 I'll wake up and we'll start watching film for next week. So, but it'll be great.
Very good. That's head coach of the Camdenton Lakers, Par Pitts. Coach, congrats on the win, and thanks for your time, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'll wrap up here from on the field. We'll send it back in the booth, or we'll wrap up right here from the field on tonight's Thomas Construction postgame show. Folks, again, Camdenton going to return right here next Friday night to the Jaws of Death to play host to the Elias Crusaders. As for us here at Lake TV, we'll be at Osage for the big rivalry game between the 3-0 Eldon Mustangs and the 2-1 Osage Indians, who fell tonight to Blair Oaks big time. As for Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. For all of our incredibly talented staff and you, our viewers, thanks for watching, my friends. Until next Friday night, good night and God bless.
High school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. Also brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, Thomas Construction, Price and Randall Injury Attorneys, Beck Wellness Center, Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Crown Power and Equipment, Grand Collision Center, the Bruce and Kelly Team, Ozark Homes, Serdike Yamaha, LOZ app, LakeExpo.com, Rough Water Dock, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.